Good morning. You can probably hear me typing, which occurred to me afterwards. But yeah, good morning. What's up? Hello, 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 hello. It's me, Stream Tom. Hello, I'm a ghost. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not actually a ghost. I'm actually here. Whoop. Hit the button. My nose is itchy though. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's it hanging? What's up? Oh god, this guy's on a 35 kill streak. Dude, you should have called in nuke a while ago. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be TRing into a new build that I was cooking up, that I was thinking about, that I cooked up, that I got it cooked. It's cooking. We cooked it. So we got a new build. So I'm excited to show it off and showcase it and share it with many of you out there. So we're going to be going through a few things. Specifically, the things that underwent the cookery. We've got, oh, I don't have any weapons. That's cool. The things that underwent cookery is the specifics of how to get a better flame blade, which might sound stupid because how could you make a weapon that's already better than a weapon you can summon that most monsters in the game are immune to, that you can't do any damage to monsters with? But don't worry, we have found a way. Probably not Plague Wolf. I don't think I'm going to be doing Plague Wolf just because Plague Wolf gets a -4 on Charisma, and my options are Charisma or Wisdom to hit and damage, but if I go Wisdom, then I can't really do anything with Dragon Lord because I can't use the trance. So I'm kind of locked into Charisma. I could just go Strength, then I can't use Strength to hit. So, like, again, we're locked into Charisma, and so since I'm locked into Charisma, taking a -4 in Wolf form kind of sucks. And then the other issue with going into Wolf form is that I don't want to oh, that's food. The other issue with going into wolf form is that then you also can't see it. You can't see the blade. And if you can't see the blade, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, if I can't see the blade, who cares? It's not cool at that point. I don't need an enchanted repair all kit. Just garbage. Get out of here. Potions, go back in here. I don't need a single potion of Death Ward. I don't need 2 different stacks of potions. What is a crafting VIP token? I don't know. We're just going to put it in the bank. I have no idea how you get that. Clawfoot Chick. Ingredient bag. Eat the comms. It's good. Dragon Shard. So it turns out I can just make these if I feel like it, because I have infinite of the crafting material, which is kind of convenient. Keys. Go, my keys. Go. So many keys. I will be using all these keys and giving keys away. So if you're like, oh man, Stream Tom, are you going to use all those keys? I am going to use some of those keys. Delete all these tomes. I probably should sell these in case somebody wants them, but meh. Warforged Bard. Bladeforged Bard doesn't take a hit to Charisma because Bladeforged don't have a minus to Charisma because they're Paladins. If I did Warforged, yes, but I did Bladeforged, and Bladeforged don't have that problem. Yeah, if the wolf form carried the weapon in their mouth, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, all right. So I need heart seeds. I don't know if I put them away ever. I didn't. Nice. I also have to empty out my TR cache, so time to get going. What's up, Kevin Head? How you doing? No, Bladeforged is -2 dex. +2 con, -2 dex. And their charisma's neutral. It's because they're paladins, and paladins need charisma to function, so they can't be -2 charisma. I actually ran into that problem. So I beginner basics paladin. You guys might have seen the video that I put out today. In the video, I like showcase how lay on hands is really cool, and then lay on hands for like 30. Because you need charisma for lay on hands, and my charisma is not that great because I didn't have any items equipped or like ship buffs. Like if you get ship buffs, it literally increases that number by 50%, and then you get a charisma item, and you're doing over 100. But I didn't have a charisma item equipped. Oh yeah, and -2 wisdom, yeah. That's honestly something they could fix. Given that all the new races come out with no minuses, they should probably just get rid of all the minuses in all the old races, in my opinion. If they wanted to like make a buff to match the old stuff with the new stuff, just go to all the races and get rid of all their minuses to their stats, and then give humans the +1 to all stats that they get in 5e. Go to your bank automatically? No, it goes to my inventory, but I'm about to reincarnate, so it's going to go back in the reincarnation cache. So it comes out of the bank into my inventory, into the TR cache, into my inventory, and it goes back into the TR cache because I'm about to reincarnate. Oh yeah, I forgot about my hair. I couldn't see it the whole time. That's really funny. I just don't know if I want to be a tiefling or an eladrin for this build. I believe tiefling will be tiefling 3, or is it tiefling 2? Let's see. Past life. Racial. I'm at Dampier 1. I'm at tiefling 1. So I could get a second tiefling life if I wanted. In Game Pass, very fun. Can't believe this game's 2 years old, no DLC. I can. I don't know. I had friends who were showing off Hogwarts Legacy, and it looked fine. Basically, what one of my friends of mine said is that Hogwarts Legacy had the unfortunate reality of being a game similar to God of War launching around the time God of War launched. And comparing Hogwarts Legacy to God of War Ragnarok is not favorable. Which, if I recall, that was like the issue. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 isn't getting DLC, right? Which, like, I can respect if a company doesn't want to make a DLC. That's fine. Okay, Heart of Blood. Anyway, this is not me saying the game is bad. I have never played Hogwarts Legacy, and I just don't like Harry Potter in general because I didn't read the books when I was a kid or an adult. I only saw the movies, and the movies are kind of whatever. So I don't have that much of an opinion. I know I have lots of friends who are big fans of the stories. It's also difficult for a lot of people because J.K. Rowling really sucks. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, but well, it's not paid DLC, right? Like they've added extra features. I wouldn't say that some of the extra features are really paid DLC. Like when they're like, by the way, guys, we added a photo mode. I think it's good that they added a photo mode, but like there's no way they could charge for a photo mode. You know what I mean? Or like they added the subclasses, which you could argue is like kind of cool. But again, those are like all the subclasses they added were you could already get mods for those exact subclasses. So it is cool that they added them into the game as official things, but those things also existed already as mods. So again, this is not me saying that it's bad that they did that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's interesting. That's all. I'm almost out of divine past lives. All I have left is block energy, and then we're done. Oh, dude, I'm almost out of epic past lives. This character is gonna have more epic past lives than any other character because I've done more epic lives. I used to do TR at 20 all the time because I hated doing epics before the epic destiny changes. I was trying to do that too, but charged for it. Did they charge for it? I thought it was free. I didn't pay for the new Mass Effect 3 ending. Yeah, new build hype. Yeah. After it was finished and she had no input on the Hogwarts Legacy game. I was not talking about the Hogwarts Legacy game. I was talking about people wanting to turn away. So like, for example, and the reason where it becomes relevant is like an author is also a vendor for a product at the same time. So like if you like the original story and then after the original story is written, you don't like things that the author said, and then something else comes out that is attached to the author that you know the author's gonna get paid by, it might affect whether you want to purchase that product. And if you don't think that should be the case, that's just public opinion, man. That's just being a public figure. It would be like the same thing where like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. But yeah, I think people are allowed to make their own decisions. Like I think it's totally acceptable for people to change their mind on somebody. And that can go both ways as well, by the way. That can also be something where you know, a person doesn't like a product and then they hear an opinion about somebody that they find favorable, and then that changes their opinion on a future product, and then they buy it even if that person has no direct involvement. What's next build going to be? The next build is going to be a you're gonna have to see it. It's gonna be a Blight Blade. Oh, yes. J.K. Rowling is a major transphobe. So a lot of people that like grew up in the book, reading the books and stuff, especially a lot of people in my generation, where it's not so much that there's like a lot of trans people, it's more so that like just like more accepting of newer ideas, and especially like a story about magical characters and whatever, who are like, you look at like Harry Potter and his friends were like a bunch of misfits, so you have like people who are misfits who might also fit into those types of categories, then getting a little bit or feeling a little bit disillusioned or disenfranchised when they find out that their author, the person that wrote the story that they connected with a lot, doesn't think that they should be allowed to exist in public life. So it gets stressful. As in scared? It doesn't think they should be allowed to live in public life. I'm not going to explain the views of J.K. Rowling, but if you just follow her on Twitter for like a couple minutes, it's like you get there right away. Like right away. But like I said, I'm not saying that should have any impact on whether people like or don't like the game. When we talked about the game, I was like, oh yeah, the thing I heard about the game was that it came out right around God of War Ragnarok, and that's not a good comparison for like any game. Because it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, I could play the Harry Potter game. That's like, you know, it's cool, it's fine, but the very similarly styled but extremely high quality, award-winning God of War Ragnarok is very different. That's fine. I mean, you say you don't care, but you sound very outspoken about caring a lot. Like, for me, the way I think about it is that it's not something I want to directly interact with. I mentioned before, the only thing I know about the Harry Potter stories is that I watch the movies because all my friends read the books, and the movies are kind of mid. Mostly because, like, especially the first two is, like, peak child actors. So, like, what are you going to do? It's like, which you can't really like blame the kids for. It's like, it's just young, they're like kids acting in movies. But like, I just didn't really like the story that much because also I was like, you know, I was like a really hard fantasy nerd. Okay, when you kids were reading Harry Potter, I was reading Drizzt books. All right, and people get killed in those stories. Okay, you know, when you were reading the Sorcerer's Stone, I was reading Eberron. The Dreaming Dark series by Keith Baker. Okay, so we're not on the same level. So like, I just was never really interested in general, for the most part. Stream Tom. Is your feelings on social media? Oh yeah, for sure. But that's like kind of the point of social media, right? Like that's one of the reasons why I don't use a lot of social media, is that like some people feel very strongly about their opinions, so then they share them. But like, that's kind of the you know, there was a time when people used to call like Twitter like the public square of the internet. I don't know if they call it that anymore, considering how many like porn bots are on there. But there's a time where it's like, if you post something there, everybody can see it, so then you can be opened up for like, I want to say confrontation's not the right word, but people like directly challenging your ideas and talking to you about it because it's like publicly posted. So it's kind of where it ends up. Especially for the people with private opinion of a person that's basing their personalities on that. No one's basing their personalities on anything. Also, it's not a private opinion, it's a public opinion. If you can go like on Twitter and see somebody posting about something, it's a public opinion, it's not a private opinion. I just disagree with that characterization that it's like a private opinion. Especially when like somebody has enough influence to use that public opinion to sway the opinions of others in a way that can be negative to people who already feel marginalized and also might not feel secure in themselves. No, it's all good. So that's usually like where it comes up. Okay, back to the DDO for some time instead of talking about politics, because all I wanted to say is I didn't play the game. Let's talk about DDO. So this character is going to be, so the last character I played was Flameblade, right? It was Flameblade. I need to get fire immunity bypass. So that was what we needed to do here. To continue beyond this, we have to take the next step to the next stage beyond Flameblade, okay? Because Flameblade, you guys have to understand, is for idiots. It's for suckers. It's for chumps, okay? So what matters here is we want to go to the next blade, the Caustic Blade, okay? No, not the Shadow Blade. Everybody can use the Shadow Blade. So you want to use the Blight Blade. But the problem with the Blight Blade is its caster level is going to be low if you want to get bypass on Dragonlord, and if you're a druid, you have no way to scale the damage. So we have to find a way to get past both of those things, to not be a druid that much and also get good damage. And we actually can do both of these things. And the trick is Wild Mage, and it's going to be way more than you think it is. So this character is going to be a dexterity-based user. We are all dex. We don't need strength even a little bit, except for Sunder. We need strength because strength is still Sunder, so I actually need strength. So I need strength. I still need the improved Sunder, I guess. I still have to take improved Sunder. Okay, so I have to take... Okay, so I'm kind of wrong. I still have to take some of this stuff. We still have to dual wield, so we need to have the dexterity for this. So I can start with a 14, so I can get 2-weapon fighting pretty soon. I don't get the blade until later, so I guess we just do this. And I don't need wisdom because I don't care about casting spells. I need some wisdom. Ship bust plus tomes brings me to 12, which is enough to cast all my spells, so I'm fine. Okay, so this build setup might seem weird, but the goal here is we are trying to get... I need tumble, I need UMD, and then I guess we go with heal. I don't need heal, I'm not healing. I don't need spellcraft, I'm not spelling. I guess I take swim. And jump. The blades are wisdom to hit and damage. Don't worry, we're skipping that whole process. We're going to be skipping wisdom to hit and damage. We're going straight to charisma. Straight to charisma, baby. Do I need concentration? Not really. I think I have to take quicken, I think, at level 1 to be able to just like cast spells fast because I don't have to worry about casting buffs and things. So I'm going to take quicken, and then I can start taking the 2-weapon fighting feat line at level 3. So we can take that later when I actually get the ability to cast the spell, because I can't cast the spell yet. So I'm going to do that. Why did I take swim? So I can swim faster. Because the higher my swim speed, the higher my swim speed. Okay, so we're going to be like Blight caster. So kind of we be like sickly. So let's and we'd be like kind of like yeah, sickly, kind of pale, you know? Yeah. And then hit him with the reroll. But like, yeah. Okay, and then we need to be a Blight caster, so we need to be chaotic neutral with Wild Mage with Fighter. So the idea is it's 4 Blight caster, 4 Wild Mage, 12 Dragon Lord. And you're going to see as we get higher level. Bear in mind, this is going to take a while. Don't you need 13 starting decks? Yeah, but I like even numbers. I don't like starting with odd numbers. All right.
You find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam.
Because the internet trolls hate it and lose their minds. I just don't have anything else to spend my points on. Like, what else should I take? Like, heal? I don't have any healing spells. Spellcraft? I don't use spell power at all. I guess I could put points into Surge? Like, I don't know. But yeah, tome check. Tome check. Tome check. Tome check. We're good. So I just went with swim.
Hi, Strim.
Hello.
Brian here.
Yo.
Can you make him look like Little Nicky? I think that's the movie name.
Stepping out of the grotto.
Oh, God dang it, what are you doing with the face and not Little Nicky?
Yeah, sorry.
Have threatened this place
I'm going to be honest. I have seen that movie once.
How it looks now,
and I don't have, like, a good recollection of it. Also, I need to have, like, a good outfit for my Blight Blade user. I don't know what that outfit's going to be. I probably should use, like, the Dino or the Crocodile outfit, but we'll see. Popeyes. Popeyes does sound kind of good. Yeah, I'll probably use the Crocodile outfit. It's pretty good. But yes, I know this build might seem weird, but don't worry. We have to do a lot of work to get the Blight Blade to be powerful. The Blight Blade won't be powerful until like level 12. But fortunately, before level 12, there are only 2 acid immune creatures in the entire game. So both of them are fully avoidable. So I can actually just use the blade without any negative consequences. Oh, there's a Popeyes ad in that movie? Damn. My memory of that movie is real hazy. I'm going to need a weapon, but I guess I can just use a quarterstaff, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so let's grab some stuff. So I need this. I got to get rid of these. This is the worst part about TRing. It's just the amount of time it takes to get set up, where I'm like, man, you know what I want to do? It's TR day. Let me show off this cool build for you guys. And I need this, and I got to get this. And it's just like so much nonsense. I guess I'll take the green Reaper wings. That makes the most sense, right? Because green fits with kind of the colors that we're doing. And I might get some more Reaper wings before I forget. Button of winning. Got to make sure I win all the time. Key to Evening Star. More potions. I got these gold seal elixirs, so might as well take them in case I need them. I'll take that, sure. Freedom of Movement Flask. I kind of want freedom of Movement Flask. I guess is fine. Sure. The Bell of Opening and the Twig of Secret Door Divining. Nice, nice, nice. And then here for low levels, I want to take the Quarterstaff here, Giar's Boots of Dashing, Blindness Ward, Goggles of True Seeing. The Nicked Scimitar is actually really good until I can get the sword. The sword is a straight downgrade, but I will be casting it the moment I can because it is impactful for the character. Yes, this is going to be a very bad build for a very long time, and I can't solve that problem, but I can try my best to make it entertaining for you guys, so that way you have something to watch on the computer screen. That's the best that I can do. I can't make it good, but I can maybe make it entertaining. that's my guarantee here. Okay, I'm gonna go buy spell components before I forget. And we're like ads for products. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing, right? It's the product placement. Where people go like, wow, I'm thirsty, and then they pick up a can of Pepsi, making sure the Pepsi's in frame. They still do that. You can be entertained by your pain. Patian. So many years ago, I had the opportunity to do a charity stream with Elder Scrolls Online, where I was playing the game, but I had a wheel of torture, where when people donated different thresholds of money, I would spin the wheel, and I would injure myself somehow. So either psychologically or physically. So one of them was I had a bottle of the Da Bomb hot sauce that they eat on Hot Ones, and I would just guzzle back a bunch of that if it landed there, and I had to have so much of that hot sauce. It's really bad, really bad. Do not recommend. 0 to 10. 0 to 10. That was hard. One of them was putting ice cubes in my pants, which at first you wouldn't think, yeah, it's just one ice cube in your pants, but it was a lot of ice cubes, and it got real bad. Another one was just during the play session. Sometimes I would just have to like just straight Alt F for the client. Other times it would cancel my quest. Other times it would be find the nearest player and give them half of your gold. So I had to give half of my money to the next person I could find. Another one was permanently delete an item on my character, and I had a bunch of like crazy raid gear and high crafted stuff, and I would just have to delete an item that I had equipped. That was a stream and a half. But we raised a lot of money, so it was good. The trick is people really enjoy watching others be physically tortured on screen. Torture's really too intense word. To go through pain, to experience something that is dissatisfactory is a better way to put that. Torture's too extreme, because real people go through that, and it's way worse than what I had to deal with. But yeah, it was a long day, but it was a good day. Yeah, it was a tough one. Okay. Yeah, the bomb also tastes terrible. Yeah, it just tastes terrible and it's pain. Bring back the kettle. Yeah, maybe. When the Chaosmancer gives you cash levels for the blade, so there's an effect in not Chaosmancer, but in the tree that or in the Wild Mage tree that makes it so that you can use your character level as your caster level. But on top of that, there's also in Wild Mage the ability to gain extra caster levels. So first, we get Child of Winter, which gives +1 caster level with the blade. Then we get, out of Wild Mage, +2 to all caster levels. And then we get +2 to caster levels, because technically the blade is a flame blade, so it gets 2 from Fire Savant. And then we get it equal to your character level. So when we're level 8, the blade should be at +5, so it should have a 13th level blade at level 8. And that will continue to go up as I get higher levels. In theory, assuming everything goes. Is that good? Why would you ask such a horrible question? Yeah. What do you mean, is it good? You know the answer. You think we do things because they're good here? On this Twitch stream? On this, the day of my daughter's wedding? Is it good? I don't know if it's good. But I can tell you what, other people aren't doing it. Why? Is it because they're bad? Maybe. Am I the only person that's doing this because other people are bad and they haven't figured it out? Possibly. Who's to say? Maybe I'm just a genius. Maybe I'm just a genius, that's all. I mean, if I use my mind's eye and I come up with all of the solutions to my problems, that just seems like the most likely thing, is that I am in fact just a total genius and no one else can understand my genius. That just makes the most sense to me as a solution. So yeah. What's my favorite fall dessert? Sweets? I like pumpkin rolls. What is my favorite fall dessert / sweet? I don't know why I bought all the spell components. I'm only going to cast level 2 spells, so I don't know what I'm doing with this. Let's just fix this right here. What do I like in terms of fall desserts? I like those like spiced coffee drinks. I treat those as like desserts. So like your pumpkin spice latte and stuff like that. Those are fun, and I usually treat that as like a dessert because it kind of is. So those are good. I'm not a big on sweets. That's the thing. And stuff, that sounds very likely. Exactly, and you understand. Remember, guys, if you want to lead a happier life, just follow my daily mantra. When you wake up in the morning, stare up at the ceiling, and then just say to yourself, or take a deep breath and say, everybody's stupid except me. And if you do that, don't worry, you'll always be happy with yourself. Always be happy with yourself. Unless you're not going to be happy with yourself. That's the other option too. But yeah. It's the play there. It's Twig of Secret Door Divining. And Bell of Opening. Oh, I gotta use a button of winning, so I gotta win. Give me a sec. Gotta do some winning here. We're winning.
Congratulations. You've won.
See, you always gotta make sure you're winning too. Gotta be a real winner. So I take it upon myself to make sure I'm always in a winning position. Yeah, true. They should have an improved button of winning that's just faster. I have a Dragonborn Greatsword. Can you use Melt Scale and Flame Fang together? Yes, you can. No, So the Flame Fang actually applies not only to your attacks, but also any spells that you cast as well. It just always works. Flame Fang just affects every... If you interact with a monster in any way, it doesn't even have to be damage. Chance. You could take, like, the Charm spell out of Shirati Champion, and when you cast the Charm spell, it'll apply Flame Fang. It's everything. I need scrolls. Scroll. But yeah. I do like pumpkin pie. I didn't like pumpkin pie initially, like when I was younger. But that's because I was a stupid, dumb idiot head, and I didn't know anything, and I was really dumb and really stupid. And so for years, I just, like, didn't have any pumpkin pie, and people were like, oh, would you like some pumpkin pie? And I'd be like, no, thanks. I don't really like pumpkin pie. And now that I'm an adult, and I have realized the grave error of my ways, I do not know what was wrong with me at the time. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought pumpkin pie was bad. But I have learned the error of my ways, you guys, and I apologize for slandering pumpkin pie. Again, I don't know what I was thinking. I was a young person, I was a young man, and I needed time to learn. I needed time to learn. Pumpkin pie doesn't taste... Well, but here's the thing, Blue. This is what I didn't understand about pumpkin pie for the longest time. Pumpkin pie is a vehicle to get whipped cream into your mouth. Because what you can do is you can take a can of whipped cream, or make your own whipped cream if you want, and then have pumpkin pie, and then you put it on the pumpkin pie, and then also, once you put the pie on the fork, you then can dollop whipped cream on the fork, and then eat it that way as well. It's just a vehicle for whipped cream. Option would be a decent starter. Yeah, well, Wild Mage is a decent starter because you get AoEs pretty easy.
Ahead is the cellar where the Caneth crystal is hidden.
Nah, Cool Whip sucks. I remember as a kid watching like all the Cool Whip commercials and seeing people like dancing and having fun while eating Cool Whip, and I remember being like, oh, I want to try Cool Whip, man. I want to try this. Like I'd love to try Cool Whip, and just getting straight propagandized by all these commercials being like, yeah, Cool Whip's awesome. I was like, yeah, I want to have some Cool Whip. And then I remember going to like a family friend's house, and they had Cool Whip, and I was so excited, and it is like incomparably bad. It's awful. Now granted, you know, if you can't eat, if you need a whipped cream supplement and you gotta have something, I guess it's fine, but my god. Never, I will never ever subject a human being that I know to Cool Whip in my lifetime. Don't roll a 1. Come on, buddy. Also, if you're wondering why my stats are insane and I'm plus 26 to hit and 24 to damage, it's because I started with higher strength, but more importantly, it's called Epic Past Lives. Epic Past Lives really are super duper broken. And change the game. So if you don't have Epic Past Lives, you got to get them. This gives me plus 12 to hit and damage alone. And then, stop attacking this thing. So it's plus 12 to hit and damage just from this button. The enchant weapons is another plus 3 to hit and damage. So that's plus 15 to hit and to damage at level 1. I don't have to do anything. And then I get 9 double strike here and 6 double strike here. So my level 1 character has 13% double strike. Oh, sorry, 4. I only have 2 past lives. Out of the tub with a spoon. If you like Cool Whip, that's good. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like it. I just will never eat it personally ever again. But Dutch apple pie? Yeah, the problem... Again, I find I don't like sweets that much. So, like, apples are already very sweet, and then you throw sugar on top of apples. And I'm like, oh. Squash and not pumpkin? Yeah, then that's fair.
You have slain the last cultist, thus protecting the Caneth crystal.
Bit of TR to 20 missile, that good stuff? Yeah. The reincarnation video is coming, you guys. I just haven't made the reincarnation video yet because it's or the beginner basics reincarnation video. It's coming, don't you worry. It's not like I want to get through other topics first. More pressing topics to beginners.
Dust and mold fill this ill-maintained storehouse. You can hear the telltale.
I want honey. I tried honey and hate it. Oh, I actually really like honey. The thing is, honey can be very different depending on where it's from. And I will say also, as somebody, so like most of the time I had honey, I had like the commercial honey. So that's like just the honey you buy at the store. That's like, you know, from like whatever manufacturer farm sort of thing. But then I had honey from like a friend of mine who has an apiary, and I had like just like local honey, and it was extremely different. Very, very different. Not bad, just like there's a completely different flavor profile there. So you have to like, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it. It's like the difference between going from like fast food to like home cooking. If you're so used to fast food, actual cooked food might taste weird to you initially.
The door, it appears that the floor in this room can be moved and rotated.
Citrus honey? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I like honey though. I don't use honey all the time, but honey on desserts can be quite nice. And I also put honey on, I put honey on a few other things. You bought Guga honey? I didn't know he sold honey. That's crazy. I don't like mead that much. Can confirm. Had mead. I've had different kinds of mead, and I'm not the biggest fan. I wanted to try it because I was like, yeah, mead. I'm like in Skyrim or something, and no. All right, biting acid imbue. Okay. So we go with the sword. Oh, you asked the question of why tiefling? I'm a charisma character, so I wanted to get as much charisma as possible. So it was either tiefling or eladrin, and I just did eladrin, so I decided to do tiefling instead. That's all. Wolf. I have no other reason. I appear to be made of fire. I can't cast the other sword yet. Give me a break. The people put some hives on our land. Oh, that's cool.
You hear the strange.
Can you eat gallons of honey?
Sarcophagi line the wall. You found some kind of.
No, this is not an ad for honey.
Once you
come on now.
You can reach whatever's behind it. A treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage.
Do floral? Yeah, I can see that.
There's
a lot of it's given away. Yeah, because I'm just imagining, like, gallons. It's a lot. Like, I managed to get through a gallon of Cholula hot sauce, and I feel like I'd be able to eat Cholula a lot faster than honey.
It may be useful later. You continue to hear
sorry, a half gallon of Cholula.
Work from further inside the crypt.
It wasn't a whole gallon, and even that took me like 3 months to get through the half gallon.
As you slay these foul cultists, take care to keep your another
Eladrin iconic.
Chest.
I could, but then I don't really want to play the iconic. I'm gonna be honest. I like the early game of DDO. Like, I feel for me personally, like I don't learn anything unless I have the like stepping on Legos part of playing the game, where I have to like do the early section to wait for the character to get to feel good. Skipping right to it just feels wrong to me, so I don't do that. Oh, honey Jack Daniels? There's a honey Jack Daniels? Oh. Well. Handle Hayton script? Yep, that's it. True, honestly, this character can handle Hayton script. I should be done.
Is an evil devourer altar.
Yeah. It's like, I know I'm gonna keep, if you guys don't want me to talk about the Pathfinder game that I've been playing on stream, too bad. But it's like in the Pathfinder game, the struggle through the early game was so hard, especially like the first like 4 or 5 hours of the playthrough where I had to like save before every room and do multiple tries per fight, and everything was a huge brutal battle, to then, with the right prep, clearing the entire Grey Garrison without needing to rest, felt so fucking good. That transition of like my characters are garbage and my build sucks to like, oh, we're coming online, it's starting to work, it's starting to work. Like that felt great.
Is now yours.
Feels weird, yeah. Like I don't hate doing iconic lives. I'm also gonna have to do more iconics in the future because I'm eventually gonna run out of epic lives. And so iconic reincarnations will be a good way to get some reincarnations through, but we'll see.
Hero. It is on
Class lives, just do class they are. You get iconic bonuses. So for example, Asimar Scourge gives 2% double strike per past life. So if you have 3 Asimar Scourge and 3 Martial double strike, you get 15% extra double strike all the time. Similarly, Tiefling Scoundrel is quite popular because if you have 3 Tiefling Scoundrel, then your character gets
this must be the collaborator stepping in from the dark.
Sorry, if you have 3 Tiefling Scoundrel, then your character will get movement speed. You get 10% movement speed for each life. So if you have all 3, you get 30% total, which means you don't have to worry about having a striding item ever. You can just turn on Tiefling Scoundrel and run around forever. Can you do iconics on any character? Yeah, and iconics are just like when you go to make a character, you just make an iconic. Like there's like the list of character selections. There's melee, spell, specialist, and then the 4th tab is iconic. So you can either make a new character that is an iconic character, or you can, when you do a reincarnation, you can reincarnate into an iconic character.
You notice a small chest hidden behind the bar.
You what a gallon of food is like? No, I'm good. I don't need to eat all that or see all that. Really committed to finishing Magic Deceiver. Question: since you're doing, are you just finished retaking the garrison? Okay, question for you. Since you're doing the Magic Deceiver, are they a pure Charisma Arcanist? Like, is it pure Charisma, or do they still need their intelligence?
Now, after that traitorous Jacoby Drex.
Oh, there are intelligence. Okay, I couldn't figure that out looking at online.
The chamber beyond the secret passage looks ancient, predating Korthos village.
Oh, there you go. The tracker I use is in-game. If you mouse over the stars here, it tells you how many past lives you have. 34 heroic, 38 epic, 21 racial, and 13 iconic. That's so many more than I thought. You know what's crazy? This character is coming up on racial completionist again. And when I get the racial completionist, I'm gonna have to make a new character. You notice a small chest behind the bar. It was so funny doing this on the PAX showcase and being like, hey guys, I think there's a chest behind the bar. Do we want to loot it? It looks like it's a tavern keeps. And literally every single person was like, yes. Oh, the abilities are charisma? Yeah. No, that's right. That's regular. I was just curious because that's how regular Arcanist is. The spells are all intelligence and the abilities are all charisma. Fun fact, the abilities are just 10 plus charisma. They don't factor in your level. So the abilities basically don't do anything. And it is pretty much exclusively better to go with, it's pretty much exclusively better to go just pure intelligence. You just need a little bit of charisma. The abilities kind of suck. The only thing you need the abilities for is or the charisma for, is getting more charges so you can increase the caster level or spell DC of your spells. Well, you mean, yeah, it's spell level 3, yeah. Oh no, am I getting loading screened again? Deep Gnome is free to VIP. Oh yeah, true, yeah. You have to own them. That's the other problem with iconics, is you have to buy them. Chocolate covered honeycomb? That seems like so much. Yeah, I am recovering from failed teleport. You cannot explicitly teleport to a private instance that doesn't yet exist. I've never gotten this code before. Yeah, I'm just stuck. I'm in the ether now. Time to log out and log in. All right, let me know what it feels like to give yourself diabetes. Ipsum. I'm restarting my client. It's the universe, yeah, Korthos Island, the universe no longer exists. You go downstairs in the basement, then when you come back out from the basement, universe is gone. Oh my god. DDO, please. The game is like not turning off, so I can't load it again. I like really didn't want to go. Been an auction for small dragon shards, and the shards in auction have disappeared, so buy shards. Oh, that sucks. Wait, for small dragon shards? Oh, maybe somebody did a buyout. If you bid on it, then you should get it back. Most because it pretends he's a deity. I know who Razmir is. I did the Dance of Mass DLC, which is where the Magic Deceiver is from. You in Dance of Mass DLC, there's some ridiculous Magic Deceiver items, by the way. Like, just items that say specifically, like, if you are a Magic Deceiver, you get 200 billion to all your stats. And, like, a kiss on the cheek. Just some crazy nonsense. Okay, so we have to get Beguile. I need Winter Stance. I also need Charisma to hit and damage. That's not what I wanted. Fade Dark Illusionist. Like a wolf. And I don't need Illusory Weapon this time. And I don't need any of this. Okay, we're actually gonna, hold on, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna get Charisma to hit and damage now. So that way, I don't have to worry about getting it later. So now we have Charisma to hit and damage, so it's all sorted. Done. The old War Leader bug from Lotra. If you happen to have MTU and you had to force quit the game, it's necessary to log in for a while. Yeah, I remember that. Can you solo? Yeah, you can solo Night Rebels. Well, maybe you can't, but yes, you can solo Night Rebels. I don't know why my brain has that gut reaction. Just lob out a curse word. But yeah, if you can do it at 39, you definitely can. I would solo it if I needed to. Level 2s on Reaper. Smugglers. Let's go. Party leader's name is Alfonso. Sick. No, Afroshino. I can't read.
This place stinks of kobolds and decaying trash. Vermin scurry away from your footsteps.
There's no champs in here. The only thing that's dangerous is Reapers, and unfortunately I can't hit Reapers. But whatever, it's fine. Hey, what? Don't kick me off the ledge. Please.
Kobolds are milling about in the space.
Oh, I didn't get the key. Brain. Bad brain.
Trash and spitting curses at one another.
Whee! I love Wolf Form, man. Form is so good. Big fan. Get that bork all over the place. Smuggler's Ruby. Get knocked down, jerk. Sure, it's more fluid. Yeah. Again, I actually like Blight Wolf quite a bit. I think it looks really cool. My main issue with Blight Wolf is that it's not just worse than regular Wolf, which it is, but it's like complexly worse, where it's like worse in the worst type of way, where it's not like it's worse, but it's better in this way. It's like, yeah, it's like regular wolf, but it attacks slower. Isn't that what you want? Don't you guys want regular wolf, but it fights slower? That also, having 37 armor class at this level is really nice. 37 armor class. Does at least hit any harder? No. Blight wolf is just worse than regular wolf. Slow attack, bigger number, it's not awful. It's slow attack, same number. So it's like imagine if you attacked slower but then did the same amount of damage.
Clings to your face. Below,
you know what I mean? It's not like you're playing like some big titan where you attack slower, like bear, for example. Bears do more damage per hit, but they attack slower. That being said, again, the issue is like you do get the imbue early, which is kind of neat. So the fact that I get to add acid damage to every strike is kind of cool. I don't hate that. So having like just something early game is kind of cool. That being said, you can't really use it. Unfortunately, druids don't really get anything that gives them bonuses to imbues. You do get it bonuses to imbues in the higher level. So blighted charge gives you a bonus to imbue dice after you charge. And what else is there? Yeah, blighted charge gives you bonus to imbue dice after you charge initially. Slow is just fast but slower. Yeah, I recall. As well as I believe Plague Wolf gets bonus imbue dice as well built in. So there's some cool stuff you can do with that, but that's gonna wait until later, and I'm not gonna get any of that. I'm also gonna get no imbue dice out of Sorcerer. Now you might be looking at this and you might be like, damn, Strim, your damage is like ridiculously crazy. Past lives are really nutty. Actually, as it turns out, if you just play the druid build that I put together, the melee druid, and you go wolf form and you put on a two-handed weapon and you play on elite difficulty, you will also see these numbers as a first life druid with the half-orc build I put together. And the reason is because druid is insanely good in the early game, and it kind of just never really feels bad. Like druid just never slows down. It's nice. Big fan of druid. Yeah, wolf is really, really powerful in the early game. So is bear as well, but I find bear is just slower and doesn't have the knockdown. Like one of the benefits of wolf druid is getting access to takedown is super good. Oh, I didn't know that most coyotes were illiterate. That's crazy. Well, you know, I guess the coyotes probably just prioritize other things. Like eating stuff. Coyotes eat people? Can people get eaten by a coyote? Why do you switch to acid and epics? I'm going thorn for a while and it was pretty good. Is it just, there's literally nothing in epics that uses thorns at all. There's no physical damage spells in epics. So the warehouse district. Oh, that's this one. Okay. All right, sure. Oh, we're going to the Bone Bite hideout. You got it. Oh, Reebies, yeah.
The scurrying feet of kobolds can be heard nearby. It's
Fate Singer's
likely
Sonic
you
spell
will encounter
power.
Several of them in the next room. You should proceed with caution.
Oh, Reaper. Nope. Come on. Bye. Thank you. Yeah, technically Shadow Dancer is force damage, but let's just say that spell is not amazing. Also, it's illusion based, so you need illusion DCs. Everything, so all of the thorn spells are conjuration, and all the conjuration effects are acid and epics. It's a huge problem. What I think SSG should do is they should change it so that all of the epic destiny abilities should use, all the epic strikes should use the DCs of the DCs in the tree. So for example, in Draconic Incarnation, right? Draconic Incarnation uses you can get bonus to DCs to, I believe it is Evocation, Transmutation, Conjuration, and Necromancy. So all of the breaths, all of them, regardless of their type, should use the highest of those 4. So that way you can choose what, like, you can be like, oh, I'm Necromancy, but I want to have a fire spell. Or I'm Transmutation, but it would be cool if I had a cold breath. In fact, cold Transmutation makes sense because druids, cold druids, are Transmutation based, and their only option is Poison Breath, which sucks. So it would just alleviate all of the problems of the mishmash of what people actually get in heroics. And I would love to see them do something like that. I believe Tsunami is Conjuration. But Ice Flowers is Transmutation. And all the epic cold abilities are Evocation. So yeah. Let's come do this again on Elite. Yo, we're repeating quests. I haven't repeated a quest in decades. But yeah, either way, I think that would be a good change for the game. So like, I'll give you an easy example, right? So Macrotech, if I go to the spell DCs, Macrotech says Abjuration, Conjuration, Evocation, and Transmutation. So the Epic Strikes should take all 4 of those. Regardless of which Epic Strike you choose in that tree, it should take all 4 of them because you can get all 4 of them to skill.
The scurrying feet.
Because remember, you can only use 1 Epic Strike, so it's not like it's super broken or super overpowered.
Encounter several of them in the next room. You should proceed with caution.
It just means that like one of the reasons you don't see any poison casters, other than the fact that it's hard to use, is also because the poison Epic Strikes are all bad. Or they don't scale off of the same things. So for example, Poison Alchemist uses Conjuration because it's Conjuration magic, but all the poison abilities and epics use Transmutation. And Alchemist can use Transmutation, but not Poison Alchemist. Oh, is it Evo on the wiki? Okay, then it's fine. But yeah, so like, again, for me, I think that it's just, there just should be a way for people to have some more flexibility. Like, epic abilities shouldn't be so narrow that you can't really use them. Oh, lucky that guy's dead. Just quick, think on your feet. I got nothing. Sorry, no healing. I don't have a healing spell yet. Blightcasters don't start with healing spells. So I couldn't heal him. Yeah, I cried. I cried for my fallen wolf. Alright, anyway. Oh my god, I'm missing. Why missing? Go, Wolfie, get him. Get this guy. Get Blood Knuckles. Get him. Bleed him dry. More enhancement points. Oh my god, I can't like hit these guys. I'm getting crit. I've rolled so many ones there. This is one of the reasons why Ravager, the 1-pointer in Ravager, which is like every time you roll a 1, you gain +1 to hit and damage, and it stacks up to 6 times, is literally just says +6 to hit and damage. It's one of the best enhancements in the entire game. Getting access to the Ravager tree is massive. Just because of that. And this character will, in fact, be putting points in the Ravager tree, but just because of that. Alright, BRB 1 min will catch up. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. I have to turn on the sous vide. Yeah, Ravager First score, check it out. Alright, I'm back. Ravager from Dragonlord. Or from Barbarian, both are good. But I will be a Dragonlord. Well, I just didn't put it in the water, so I just had to go put it in the water. It just takes 2 hours to cook, so I put it in, and then 2 hours from now I can take it out. Also, today is a shorter stream for me as well, so apologize for that. It is Thanksgiving weekend, so I got some stuff to do. Just call the kids and wife and tell them to turn on the sous vide. Yeah, exactly. That's the point of having kids, right? You got goons. Tell them to do stuff. Oh my god. Oh, it died. Druids? Yeah, dude. Arming an XP and oh my god, it's so much slower than your Dragonlord heavy pick build? Yes, 100%.
A soft sound.
Yeah, Night Rebels farming is just how much AoE do you have? So this build, so the last build was, oh god, dodge. Dodge. Okay, I'm dead. Oh, I didn't dodge, even though I tumbled. Hopefully that guy can open that door. I don't get Ghost Touch until level 3, and I'm still level 2. 3. But yes, so this build is the last build was fire. Oh hell yeah, you opened the door, nice. The last build was Flame Blade, and I wanted to try Flame Blade and make Flame Blade work. And so this build that I'm going to be playing is Blight Blade, which is the idea here. Because the thing about the Flame Blade is that Flame Blade is cool, but like you get the cash levels for free and you don't have to do any work. Okay. But how do we get poison immunity bypass or acid immunity bypass while also having a very high damage weapon? How do you get the cash levels? And the solution may surprise you. Well, probably not, but it is through the power of Blightcaster. So we're going 4 Blightcaster for the Thornkin form, 4 Wild Mage to get caster levels equal to character level, but then to get it to scale into epics as well. There's extra cash levels out of Wild Mage. There's extra cash levels out of Season's Herald, because Season's Herald gives you +1 to cash level of things in your season. It is in fact a winter spell. And even though it's a winter spell and qualifies under winter, which is cool, it's not just a winter ability, it's also a fire ability. Behind the scenes, it's still coded as Flameblade, which means Fire Savant increases the cash level of Blightblade. Yeah, it's just Flameblade. Again, this is an interaction that doesn't really matter 99.9% of the time. They copy pasted? Yeah, of course they did.
A dim signal crystal above a lever on the far
Well, it just
wall.
makes sense. Like if you're making a bit of a weapon that is almost identical and you're making exactly the same thing, I can understand why they would do the copy paste. They just forgot to change it to an acid spell. So it's a fire spell. So it is a thorn spell. So it does work with winter. Classic. It is a thorn spell, so it does work with winter, but it is a fire spell. So it works with
2 signal crystals
Fire Savant.
above a metal gate.
The proc off EA mantle? No, because
You leave the festering
EA mantle
sewer
doesn't proc
water,
off of buff
only to
spells?
be assailed
I don't understand.
by pungent nuisance.
Like if you cast protection from fire, it also doesn't proc EA mantle. Eating a gummy bear? Nom, 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 nom. It's just dessert. Oh fuck, another Carnage Reaper. Alright, here we go. Knockdown. Oh, I got him. I actually got him. Hold on. Hold. He made a save. It's dead. Nice. Yep.
You see a pack that has been unceremoniously discarded beside a brazier.
Alright, now I can take level 3, and now I can get the spell. And coffee dead. Or an ethereal ring. Tell me which one of those I can get at level 2. And I'll go get them. Just let me know. And I'll get there. I'll be right there. I thought it was level 4. Is it level 1? Druid. Ooh, all right. All right, so now we get 2-weapon fighting. So I wanted to go wolf form, but there's a problem with wolf form. For whatever reason, Plague Wolf gives you a -4 on charisma instead of -2 intelligence and -2 charisma. But the other problem with Plague Wolf is you can't see the swords. And seeing the swords is a big part of casting the swords. So I need people to be able to see it. So I actually can't be using my animal form. So I have to be in regular person form. I also forgot to get the cosmetic. But the cosmetic vendor is right down here. So I'm going to go get it now that I think about it. All these spells are bad. I'm just going to take Lesser Vigor so I can heal the other guy. Yep, and no offhand in animal form. Oh, this is Isle of Dread. Damn it. Salt Marsh. Well, I'll get it later. Quest lines do I recommend? If you go to my, if you type !! quest list in the chat, it'll bring up the quest list that I recommend. It is level 1. Okay, good to know. I'm not gonna buy it, but that is good to remember. I did my gold roll earlier in the week, yeah. Yes, I need to be able to show off my blades because they look fucking sick. So I can't hide them. Also, these I believe because they're thorn blades. Yeah, they have ghost touch. So these just have ghost touch automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. And the bot's dead. Fuck. All right. No, that's it. That's just the bot's not responding. I love you, bot. Okay, I will fix it at some point. I just don't know why it doesn't work. But I'm just fine. I'll go get it. Give me a sec.
Quivers as you approach.
Oh god, there's like a million guys here. Okay, one sec. I'm like giga multitasking. Oh, that's not gonna work because there's a thing at the end. There we go. That works. And I will I'll fix. God I really just gotta get a new bot. Wrong button. Well, that's good. But yeah, like I say, it's just one of those things where I just get it at a higher level. Speaking of higher level, I do need a couple things. Why is my damage so low right now? My damage is way higher in animal form.
The rear section of the sewer has been opened.
Why is my damage so much higher in animal form? My damage goes up by 4 when I go into animal form. Why do I get 4 damage in animal form?
Chieftain Brothers has been slain.
I know why. I know why. I know why. I know why. I just looked at my weapon. I don't have charisma and damage turned on because I didn't summon my fucking fox. Okay, we're good. Just so you have to summon the fox. And now I have charisma and damage. There we go. Okay, and I believe the imbue only applies while in animal form. Oh, or hive form. Oh, I can't even use the imbue. So I get to use blood hunt instead. Okay, so I only get blood hunt. Interesting. All right, good to know. All right, so now we fix that up. This explains so much more. Now my damage is way higher. I still can't hit these guys, but don't worry about it. And when I say way higher, I don't mean like really high. I just mean higher. I can't even hit these guys because they're too dodgy. They're too tanky, man. Oh, good. I'm cursed. And let's just tumble into this guy so he can hit me. Tumble in so he can't hit me. Kill it. Good. Oh my god. I'm just trying to get Trip out, but I like don't have the time to grab it onto my action bar. Trip. Sunder. I need both of these things. Okay. Also, Balanian, welcome back to the stream team. Appreciate this. It's been a fantastic day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing very good. Hope your day is going good, and I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much. I don't know what's up with the monsters today, but I feel like the fucking kobolds can't stand still. It's like they drank like 2 gallons of caffeine, and they're just all over the place. It's like Cain's crafting. You just go to a device workstation. There's one of them in House Caineth, for example, and you click it, and then you just dump a hand wrap in there. Okay. Dodge. Hit the Reaper, please. Oh, God. A spell power boosts the damage of those blades? No, the blades are weapons, so weapons are scale off of melee power or range power. But if I was casting acid spells, then I would scale off of acid spell damage. But these are weapons, so they scale off of melee power. Ooh, this is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Oh well, when I level up, I should, in theory, be able to get an extra level of blades. This should be good. Yeah, this is gonna be a much longer than the Dragon Lord, I think. We have to get some positive spell power. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I gotta figure that one out. Am I dealing fire damage because I have the Tiefling imbue turned on? Should have taken whirlwind attack. I mean, you're not wrong. Should have taken whirlwind attack. Oh, the classic roll of one on the trip. And another Reaper. Man, the Reapers are just like really on me today. Yeah, Tiefling gets one that deals damage if they're already damaged, so it deals damage to damaged targets. Driftwood bracers? True, we changed hot streamer for toxic streamer. Again, one of the benefits of acid damage is that there's basically nothing that's immune to acid damage, which is nice. I also don't get action boost haste until level 10. Wow. 5 Reapers in this one quest so far. It's kind of sick. You like how I tumbled through the lightning bolt? Use your will to live? Nope. When I get to Acid Wit, I'll be able to bypass. I get Acid Immunity Bypass at level 12, and the only Acid creatures in the game before level 12 that are immune to Acid are, that you have to kill, are Arcane Oozes. And or that's not that you have to kill, that you encounter are Arcane Oozes, and you can avoid 100% of the Arcane Oozes, so I'm just not going to deal with it.
No easy feat, even for the bravest of warriors.
It's no easy feat. Oh, do you want access to the build repository, Grizz? Here, let me get you the link to the build repository. The bot's not working. Makes me angry. Here you go. Yes. This way. What gives acid immunity strip? Dragon Lord. Dragon Lords get to strip elemental immunity of the element of their dragon color. So for example, if you pick, I'm going to pick Black Dragon on this character, and Black Dragon means I can strip the immunity off of for acid, whereas in my last character, I stripped immunity off of fire as a red dragon.
The air is chilly and damp.
No, it's
Despite
4
this, the books seem bone dry.
4 Blightcaster
Magic
into
must be at
4
work here.
Wild Mage into the rest Dragon Lord. And there's 2 reasons why I want to do that. One, I want to be able to join somebody's party as a 4 Blightcaster, 4 Wild Mage, and get them confused. And 2, I want to be able to join somebody's party as a 4 Wild Mage, 4 Blightcaster, 4 Dragon Lord, and get them even more confused. Different version, exactly. The Mad Experimenter. Yeah, it could look good.
The librarian has left the room. Quick, obtain. The librarian's voice shrieks. I know your true intentions, thief. My traps will be the end of you.
I know your true intentions, thief. This is the guy that does not know my true intentions. He has no idea. That's good. I didn't play Legion. I stopped after Warlords. Never went back. You ever made a Warforged Monk? In the past, yeah. It's not my favorite, but Warforged Monk is good. So many zombies. Go dual wielding. Chop them down. Chop them down. As I get higher levels, the chopping down feels really good. At the low levels, man, I don't even get an imbue until level 9. Anyway, it's fine. Do I need any points in the Blightcaster tree? No, Blightcaster's useless for me. So this tree is garbage. I'm not gonna be in animal form, so this tree is garbage. Season's Herald, I guess I do need to have it, so I can, but I'll put it like way over here because I don't need it really. There we go. What's up, Kenahans? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good.
You have found what you came for. It is time to leave this vile place.
Now it's really bad versus rust monsters. Yeah. The thing is, there's a lot of rust monsters in like level 6 to 10 DDO quests because in the base game they just love using rust monsters all the time. To be like, hey guys, carry around wooden weapons. Teehee. which I don't conceptually hate, but yeah. Okay, so Nearsoth told me that if I'm in winter, that counts as a winter spell, and it is. So there we go. Thornblade, dual wield, it's winter. Perfect. Just double checking that it doesn't also count summer. Thornblade, it is cast level 6. He told me winter was good. I get 3 cast levels from summer. Okay. Well. You may be wondering why those cast levels matter. Well, now I'm level 3, but my Thornblades are level 6. So they're +2, and they have all these extra stats. So I have a much higher level weapon. This is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But it is a thing. I don't want to get locked out, so I don't want to go in, because if you go in, you can get locked out. Yeah, see? I don't trust it. I gotta let him solo it. I should probably go in. It looks like it's not gonna break. We'll go into the quest and help.
Beneath the floor sets your nerves on edge. With a final spasm,
All right.
the last scorpion.
Get a pet? No, they
collapses.
don't get any pets. No pets for Blightcasters. They're druids of death, so they don't get to summon pets. Been better. It was a tough day yesterday, and a lot of feelings and thoughts today. Well, I'm sorry that you had a tough day yesterday, but I'm happy to hear that you're able to get to today. That's a good thing. It's always nice when there's another day, you know? We're moving forward and there's another day. I'm having a pretty good day, so I feel good. Like a little sleepy, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm enjoying myself today. Although I am going to see if I can get a slight increase to my stats. We have a smuggler's cap for more charisma, for some more damage. Skullduggery is fine, so I can actually use these, which is good. I don't need the skullduggery cap yet, but I'll probably need it later. And I can't use the Nicked Orb. Pale Lav, Ironstone. No. Okay. What? So yeah. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Like I said, if I just don't have a lot of energy, it's just because I'm tired, that's all. I'm sleepy. I had some coffee, but it wasn't enough. Oh, if you haven't done Warforged Sorcerer. Oh, Warforged Sorcerer is so good.
An iron defender. Beast looks fierce.
These add poison damage on every hit.
Causes a leap to action.
Poison Blast.
Descending into the basement.
That's unlucky.
you hear another sound.
Well, fortunately, the damage is almost negligible.
Growl.
This crafting house wouldn't let me equip them to my pet. Is there a pet weapon shard I need? The pet has to be the right minimum level as well. So if you bring them, it should. Did the hand wraps change into a collar? Like the hand wraps should physically change into a collar. Like it should go from like whatever hand wraps, it should become a collar. And you went to the device workstation and they didn't change into a collar, like when you input them. Just disjuncted some? No. You got to go to the device workstation. So the device workstation is in House Caneth. I don't know if there's one on the ship, actually. I think you can get one in the basement. I think you can put one in the basement of your ship. But you go to House Caneth, and there's like the bar, and next to the bar there's a staircase that leads down. And if you go downstairs, that's where you reach the device workshop, which is the trap building bench. Yeah. And you can craft your hand wraps there. They just have to have the minimum level, same as the pet. So, also bear in mind, pets can't read augments. Okay, so if you have any augments, they don't work at all. And pets can't use named items. So if there's a named hand wrap that you get, it won't work with the pet unless it's a collar. Like, pets can use named collars, but if you take a named hand wrap and try to turn it into a collar, it won't work. And if you have like a unique effect, like let's say you get a fear eater augment and you shove it in a hand wrap that has a purple slot, it doesn't function. Same thing with armor as well. If you get like pet armor, for example, and you put augments into it, they actually can't read augments.
Machinery from below and to the west. It sounds like something heavy is being ratcheted in an iron defender with the secret path ends in a well-kept warehouse. The town attempts to growl in defiance, but the crumpled metal beast can only manage it.
Murder. I don't have enough offhand strike chance.
You lift the case and slide it onto your back. Quickly return to the Fairlane representative.
The effects don't work for named hand wraps? Yeah. Pets can't use unique effects. They can only use generic effects. So, like, flaming is fine, but, like, paralyzing doesn't work. Stuff like that. Or, like, seeker, things like that doesn't work. Oh, God. I mean, I might not even need Thornkin form. Shit. If I get +3 caster levels from Summer... I need to know. No, that's it. I'm walking near that area. I'll show you right where it is, just so that there's no confusion. I'm just gonna go there so you guys can see it. So you gotta go to get House Caneth. Okay. So House Caneth is right over here. So you gotta come in here. This building. Ooh, through the Maker's Gate is what it's called. And then you gotta come down here. And in this corner is the device workstation. And you can craft traps here, but if you just take any hand wrap, drag it into here, and it'll bring up the craft for you. So just drag and drop your hand wrap in here, and it'll take care of the rest. Okay. And that's how you make a collar. But it has to be a randomly generated loot, and it will not take augments. I just wanted to share that with you. All right. Anyway, back to work.
As you make your way into the sewer, you are assailed by
I'm to find those that
smells.
are missing
Slick
in
floor
action.
is equally foul.
I really should have bought, like, haste potions for this. Oh, there's a Reaper that spawned? Get out of here, Reaper. I do too much damage for you.
Crystals, dull and lifeless, flank the gate. There must be a mechanism to activate them.
So,
within the
remember,
tunnels.
the last build I was talking about was, like, pretty bad. This one is even worse. So, like, the video that will be coming out, what did I say? I believe it was Tuesday was the release schedule for the, yeah, Tuesday is when you're going to get the Flame Blade video. In the Flame Blade video, I literally say to the camera, don't play this character. I don't want anyone to go, oh, but Stream Tom, I thought it was going to be really good. Please don't get confused. Don't confuse yourself. Okay? Just as long as you know that the build is bad, and that if you decide to play it, it's because... like me, your brain is broken and you think it's a good idea. Yeah, a lot of the effects on weapons don't function with pets. Pet collars are, like, held together by duct tape. So if you're like, oh, but I put this collar on and it didn't do anything, that's, like, to be expected. There's the not intended outcome, but that's the expected outcome when it comes to pet collars. It's unfortunate because it would be really cool if pet collars just worked, but unfortunately they don't, so it is what it is.
There is a lever here.
Also, if you're wondering why I don't pull the lever, it's because the dogs spawn when you walk up to it, and the troglodyte shaman spawns when you pull the lever. So you can walk up to the lever, kill the dogs, then pull it and fight the troglodyte shaman. Dragon Disciple tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Dragon Disciple video. The build is already in the Discord if you want to just like look at it right now, but the actual video and full build on the forums was coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow specifically because I don't post 2 videos in one day and I already posted a video today. To me, I'm playing my 15th bad build idea in a row. Hey buddy, you want to see something sick? I want to show you something cool. You want to see something cool? You want to see something really cool? Hold on, I'm getting attacked. But I'm going to show you something really cool and sick, and I think you're going to find it really sick and really cool. I want you to see how sick and cool it is. Oh my god, die. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So check this out. I turn on Elder of Winter, I'm level 3. My Thornblade is level 4, plus 1 caster levels, just like you said. Do you want to know what caster level I get if I turn on Summer? Because I don't know if you tested this, because you didn't send the message to me that you tested it. The answer is, if I press Child of Summer, 6. Oh, I'm lagging, never mind. But it's supposed to be 6. I'm frozen because of lag. So, it gives plus 3 caster levels on Child of Summer. Can't even move because the game is lagging so bad. Oh, there we go. Yep.
All about you. You see the telltale signs of kobolds moving through the sewers.
So anyway, I do appreciate you doing the science and the research. You could have done more research, but you did a lot already, so I'm grateful. Good work, Fire Savant. I should have checked. I'm glad I checked because I was like, what if? So I clicked it. So now I have level 6 blades currently, which means I actually don't think I need Thornform. I think Thornform is unnecessary since I can get plus 4 from Wild Mage. So I think I'm actually only going to take 3 Blightcaster. I might take the Blightcaster for the Thornform later, but I don't think I need it now. I think I can start early, so I can go 3, 4, 5. So 3, then 4, then 5, and have all the feats and stuff that I want, which I think will work well.
Cascades of putrid water rush.
No, this is Blightblade.
The kobolds have devised a truly clever trap, catching you unawares.
Because this will mean by the time I hit level 7, I'll have a level 10 Blightblade. And by the time I hit level 9, I'll have a level 15 Blightblade.
Vents spew noxious fumes into the tunnel. There does not seem to be a way to disrupt their flow. Levers on the wall might...
Don't the extra levels only count every 5? Every 5 what?
The second half may require...
Yeah, we only want intervals of 5, exactly. So, like, if I take one more level of Blightcaster and the Thornform, that gives me 2 extra levels, so I'd have 8, which wouldn't change anything with Wild Mage. I guess that would allow me to get 10 at 2 Wild Mage, so I would get a level 10 weapon at 6. No, I get a level 10 weapon at 6 anyway because of Fire Savant. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, point is, it's even better than we thought, which is cool. I just had to share that with you, just because you put in a lot of work, and I really appreciate you taking the time to, like, check to make sure the levels were good and what was working and what wasn't working and, like, kind of digging into it. And then I saw this, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait. Weeks because Pathfinder and stream always wondering me how much I want to play it. Dude, I want to play Pathfinder right now. Unfortunately, I will not be doing Pathfinder tonight. Because, as I said, it's a shorter stream today. So stream is not going to last as long as I want. Although the game is currently literally shitting the bed. Like, this is the second quest in a row where we're just lagging to death. So, might be a good idea that it's a short stream. I asked people in Discord for like a quick lag check to see if people played last night, if the lag was bad, because yesterday I had no lag problems whatsoever. Literally peerless play. It was beautiful. It was flawless. And today is like laggy to death. Take care. Any Destiny since the new sandbox changes? I played a tiny bit because I wanted to try out the buddy build to do a little bit of stuff. And it's kind of free. Also, I was kind of excited about the shotgun event, but the new shotgun from Crucible is not included in the shotgun event for reasons I can't explain. So I was like, oh. So I decided I don't want to do the shotgun event. I already have a god roll Trachinius, and I already have god rolls of all the other shotguns on the list. So I'm just like, I don't care. That being said, this is now your perfect moment. By the way, I don't know if you've been buying the deep sight harmonizers from Zer when he's had them, but if you have been buying them every week, because he's had them every week for the past like 3 weeks, you can buy enough of those shotguns and just bank them. The stasis slug that you've been wanting for so long, and then just have enough copies of them so that now you can craft it, since it is actually a good stasis slug and you've wanted a good stasis slug, assuming that Trachinius is not good enough for you in terms of what you want to do with it. Yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna kill all these guys. Oh my god, the guy got another... Oh no, I didn't realize I pulled another alarm. Data clock somewhere, yeah.
Into a lower section of the warehouse. Several steps are spattered with rust-colored spots.
That, and before I turned on the live stream, I did see the Axion Bolt stuff with Warlock, which also looks kind of fun. So I'm like, Warlocks are eating good, so I want to play some. Again, my main issue and the reason why I'm not playing Destiny is not that Destiny isn't fun. It's that I currently have like a Pathfinder brainworm where I'm really having fun playing Pathfinder. So I want to keep doing that. It's just stuck in my head.
Flimsy-looking suspension bridges converge on a central platform.
Yeah.
There are many footprints in the dust.
Arcane Embrace is also going to come back next week with the Harrowing event in Destiny. And so I am curious if Arcane Embrace has lead from gold on it. I think it might be insane, but we'll see. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I have been streaming it after I finished playing DDO for the past little while. So I do like 5 or 6 hours of DDO and then I stream Pathfinder after that. It's been good.
This makes you feel. This must be the kobolds' Ersad shrine to Kyber. The chief gem of the altar glows with a strange and sickly light.
Witch Doctor Wazzle. It says like 20% concealment, but this fucking guy has dodged my attacks every single time due to concealment. It's like, excuse me, sir. It's not 20% concealment. That, and also I was missing his armor class, because with plus 30. Yeah, good game. I beat it, and then I was like, I want to play it again, but on a harder mode. So now I'm doing core difficulty, which initially was extremely hard, but with better planning and character organization, it's gotten easier, which has been good. Just slide now. Infinite slide. Oh yeah, because it gives you 2 slide charges, right? Double charges. But yeah, that's the problem with the double fire shotguns is, or the rapid fire, or the double fire shotguns, is that they just run out of ammo instantaneously. So they hold like 40, but you just run out of ammo. So if I can get lead from gold and then good ammo gen, so I can use the shotgun almost as a primary, that would be very exciting. No, I'm not doing Storm That Walks. I do own Kingmaker, yeah. I just haven't played Kingmaker yet because everybody has told me that Wrath of the Righteous is a better game for the most part. And I'm currently enjoying Wrath of the Righteous, so I'm going to keep playing Wrath of the Righteous. But I'll play Kingmaker at some point. But no, I'm not doing Swarm that walks. I don't know what my Mythic Path is going to do. Currently, there's an achievement where if you have all 6 Mythic Paths available, by the time you get to Dresden, you get an achievement. And so I want to get that achievement. No, you can keep talking about Destiny. I love talking about Destiny. It's good shit. What is the god roll on the crossbow? Except the kingdom management stuff? Yeah, but there's probably a mod you can get to skip that. Like combat relief. Dice workbench lets you turn it into a collar. Oh, yeah. But I'm saying is like there's going to be unique effects on those collars that aren't going to work. So like if you turn the grave wrappings in, so let me give you an example. So grave wrappings, DDO. You have to type in DDO or else the game gets really confused about what you're talking about. Oh, good, I'm lagging. Perfect. It's got Entropic, Soul Eating, Improved Destruction, Stunning, and Taint of Evil. The Soul Eating shouldn't work. The Improved Destruction shouldn't work. The Entropic might work, and the Stunning won't work. So you basically have +6 Entropic for the most part. If the other effects work, I would be very surprised, but they probably won't. And that's not me trying to be like pessimistic or convince you not to do it. This is just like, it is what it is. All right, Talbron, teach me to be a wild mage. I guess I lose out on 1 base attack bonus. Well, I can get it back later. I don't really lose base attack bonus. It's fine. Okay. UMD, tumble, concentration. Oh, wait, less skill points. Hilarious. Spells. I get shield and jump. I don't need to put points into jump. That's kind of convenient. All right, I can get behind this. Okay. So now we're going to use Wild Mage and Fire Savant. I actually need Fade Arc Illusionist to come back. I think I am going to use Fade Arc Illusionist insofar as I want Greater Color Spray, because I think Greater Color Spray is going to be really good on this character. 8 points in Wild Mage. So 1 Fire Savant. Oh, it only gives me 1 caster level. Oh, no, +1 caster level when casting fire spells. So in theory, this +1 caster level when casting fire spells should make my Thornblade go from 6 to 7. Test. It's now 7. Okay, it does in fact work. Cool. Eventually, I will go for Fire Affinity 2, but not right now because I don't need it. But I could, if I wanted to, get it so I could get the level 10 blade. Because I'm going to get, not Chaos Control, I want Power and Chaos for +2 to cash level with all spells. I also want to get Unstable Sorcery, so your cash level with spells now equal to your character level instead of individual class levels. Which is what we're going to be doing there. So we're going to be doing all the way up to that. Chill with Impulse, Amp, and Explosive Bolts, or Serrated with builds that go for it. Yeah, I'm playing Warlock, so melee probably not. So I'd probably go with Explosive. I don't need Serrated. Basic plus Flaming does work, yeah. Yeah, hopefully that works. But again, this is a experiment. Also, Vortex, welcome back to the stream team. Appreciate the support. It's been a fantastic day. Glad to have you here. I hope you're doing very well. I need a lot of trees. Do I have another tree slot? I have I have 1 slot for Ravager and 1 slot for Dragonlord. Also, good morning, Wrath. How you doing? So that should be everything I need. Greater Color Spray is 6. So I don't have access to Greater Color Spray yet. I think I want Greater Color Spray before I want the points in Wild Mage. So I think we're going to go for Greater Color Spray. So, and I'm going to take You've Got My Back because that's 10 PRR, MRR. We go here, we go here. And then we get Greater Color Spray, which costs 4 mana. I can use it all the time. And this will be good until I get the Dragon Roar. I might not even need the Dragon Roar. If I don't need the Dragon Roar, I could have just gone Wisdom based the whole time. It's fine. This is good. Don't worry. Yep. And if you're like, Stream, what the hell is your build? What are you doing? Melee? Shut up. Don't talk to me. I'm busy. I'm building a character. Okay, we're doing melee. That's what we're doing. All right? We're doing melee. Shush. This is a +6 wisdom helmet. I don't need a +6 wisdom helmet, but I can wear it later. Oh, I'm a druid. I can't wear armor. I can't wear metal. That's annoying. All right. Anyway. So I have that, and then sorcerer, we have regular shield. This. Oh, I can actually just take expeditious retreat instead of jump now, but then I'll get expeditious retreat later because I don't need the extra jump height, and then I don't have to wear these stupid boots. I hate wearing the stupid boots. All right, we're gonna do that. Wizard would be better. Warforged GK, Sork using Feywild Shadow Blades. If you do Wizard, you need a way to get it intelligence hit and damage, which isn't terrible. It's just Harbor Agent. But it's just, instead of 3 points for the Shadow Blades, it's 12 points for intelligence hit and damage, and 3 points for Shadow Blades. But if you're already buying intelligence hit and damage, then you don't need the Shadow Blades. I'm being pinged. Blood. Nope, potions. 63 Blood of Dragons. You guys think I have enough Blood of Dragons? Oh, wait! I'm a VIP. I can just change it whenever I want, right? That's how that works. I'm a VIP. I keep forgetting. No! I have 20 seconds! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go! 20 seconds. Go, 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 go. Sprint. Ah! I'm a VIP. Get out of the way. 8, 7, 6. Exchange spell. Exchange spells for a different one. No, I didn't press the right button. No. I can relog. But still. I wanted to get it. If I didn't misclick, I would have had it. But I misclicked. There we go. So we want, don't want jump, I want move speed. Yeah, move speed. There we go. It's not an item. It's a spell. Damn it. Now we put move speed on here. I can get this garbage out of here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. All right. Five years later, Stasis Titan is finally meta. Was that guy asleep during like season Revenant? Or episode Revenant? Maybe he died. Maybe just part of his brain died. That's fair. Lots of people have brain death. I mean, I'm gonna buy haste potions because even though drinking haste potions is not the most fun thing to do, boy is it effective at giving you fun. Good for the dopamine, you know? Get rid of this, get rid of that. 500 haste potions. Perfect. Do I not have Tiefling Scoundrel lives? No. I tell other people to farm it, but then I don't farm it myself. Haven't you heard the expression, do as I say, not as I do? I live for it. Okay. Waterworks. He's in Tunnel Worm. He's already at the end. Harbor. Hydrate, you got it. Yeah, you run out of haste pots with 500. Cobalt, Clan Gnashtooth. So now I want charisma. I actually want spell DCs. I don't need spell power, but I want spell DCs. I'll take the spell power just because it gives me something for free. I want dodge. I don't care for the saving throws for the most part. I don't know what my worst save is. Probably will, but I have a lot of will saves. DCs and all this. And we do this. All right. Yo. Okay, we're good. Level 12, then I kind of stop using them. Yeah, I could do that. Now, the benefit of this build is I can just like constantly summon the blades every time, which is really nice. I forgot to get a cosmetic. I have to go buy get a cosmetic eventually. This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, none of that. Is there an armor piece? I should go around level 25. I'm currently rocking epic tourney. Depends on your character and what you're doing. So what class are you? Or what class breakdown? What weapon types do you use? Are you a spellcaster? Are you melee? Are you ranged? What's your main stat? There's no generically good armor for the most part. I just use Sharn sets. I just pick a Sharn set at 15 and use that armor piece and set until level 30. There is the Volcorum set from the Sands. It's a 2-piece set that gives sneak attack damage as well as Dex and Con. So that one's kind of nice. And I use that from time to time on those characters. So you get the Volcorum chest piece. The only problem is it's like Sands items, as in it's randomly generated Sands item, or not randomly generated, but it's like the Adventure Zone. And getting stuff from the Adventure Zone is very, very time consuming. So your mileage may vary in terms of how desirable it is to farm all that out. Wild Surge, bad luck. How long does that curse last for? Long enough, I guess. Fire Flameborn? Guess what? I'm a poison or acid build sucker. I don't care about this. Screw your fire. How many you died, Reaper? Please, thank you. Don't hit me for 100. The Sonic Blast. Oh, good. I forgot. I'm a Blightcaster, so I'm gonna get all bad surges all the time. Well, at least they couldn't damage me while I was out of phase. That's nice. No, for my fighter video, for like the solo guided fighter playthrough, I spent hours farming the Shield of the Scorpion. Because I wanted to show people like how long it takes to farm stuff in this game. So that way, like, somebody wouldn't look at the video and be like, wow, you just got this item? Like, I didn't skip over it, so people could know, like, this is how long it's going to take you to farm items like this, so just so you know. Yeah, it's because the Bloodstone's really nice. Oh, I'm being attacked by kobolds. I made a save against my stun. Oh yeah, I don't get a trance until way later. That's another fun part about this build. No trances for a while. You'll get there. Plus the epic I wore. Never had issues turning armor. Turning armor is kind of cool. Because it's got heavy armor stats, but it counts as light armor instead. How about we don't kill me, please? Thanks.
You hear an arrogant and loud yipping voice behind
Wild Surge
the door.
Golden. DR 50 or 50 PRR. Hell yeah. Oh my god, another Reaper. Yeah, just give me more Reapers, game. Just give me more Reapers. I love how sometimes I will play this and I will do like 10 quests in a row with no Reapers. And then for some reason, sometimes the game is just like, oh, also, by the way, what if you only found Reapers when you played? How would you like that? Like, you know, I have good physical resistance rating and armor class, but I want to buy a lot more potions too. Lucky. So Witch Doctor here for extra experience. I'm not leaving that on the table. Never mind, I rolled double ones. Dude, am I playing Pathfinder again like I was playing last night? What the fuck? Oh my god. Where I go to attack the monsters. Some of you guys might have missed this. I was at this dangerous fight. There were Minotaurs, there were Archers, there was a whole bunch of other garbage. I go to attack them, and I roll 2 ones in a row. And then I'm like, okay, shit. So I missed. You can't hit on a 1, unfortunately. So then I go to knock the enemies down. I use a crowd control spell. The enemies, to make their saves, which they didn't have a good chance at, rolled 18, 19, 19, 20 on the 4 guys I hit them with the CC spell. They all made it. Then they proceeded to attack me, and 3 of them rolled 20s. I'm like, fuck. Oh, that was a tough fight. I won, but one of my characters went down. What's the best kind of soup? Pumpkin or pea soup? I'm kind of split. I don't know which one's better, but they're both insanely good. Pumpkin or pea. Generalized soups, I like the more cream soups. But they're all good. The thing that I learned when I was like a stupid kid is I was like, I remember going to a diner and they were like, yeah, we got a deal. It's like soup and sandwich. And so you get like a soup and sandwich. It's like a combo, or it's like soup and a half sandwich. So you get like half of a sandwich plus a soup. And I was like, man, that seems kind of dumb. Like, why would I want to? I don't want a half sandwich. I want a whole sandwich. I don't want the soup. Who needs the soup? And now that I'm an older person and I'm less dumb, I'm like, you know what? I'll take the soup and a half sandwich, please. It sounds delicious. You get the sandwich, you get the warm soup. Win the day.
This appears to be Clan Gnashtooth's main prison.
Big fan. So what kind of build is this? This is a, Blightcaster Wild Mage. It's a classic. Blightcaster Wild Mage. One of my favorite parts about this is that my Blightcaster Wild Mage, look at the caster level on my Thornblade. Is that caster level 7 Thornblade from a level 3 Druid? We're doing some shenanigans, okay? There's some shenanigans going on. Don't ask questions. Don't look at the screen. Okay? Just let your senses be washed in glory and uniqueness. Oh, I got Regenerate Mass. That's my surge effect. That's cool. I'm healing my entire party. Oh, graphics. Damn. I'm just hacking the devs. I mean, we'll get level 30 caster blades by around 15? No. You know Oats and Goats? Yeah, that's me. I don't even know how I would do an impression of him because we're very different. What would he do? The problem with it is he would like threaten the chat by like being like this, but I can't do that because I don't have the muscle mass that he does, or the imposing jawline that he also has, which I'm very jealous of, or the skill in any video game. Not another Reaper. Oh no. And also insult chat a lot. True. He insults chat way more than I do. I don't do that. I don't insult chat nearly as much as he does. That's mostly because, like, I don't know. I want people to feel comfortable and happy in the chat, and I try to like bring people in a different audience. Which is really funny because I actually really like that element of the chat, where it's very much like a back and forth between streamer and chat of like trying to agitate people. But I just find that, like, for me, I worry about venturing into the realm of mean-spirited, and so as a result I just kind of generally try to shy away from doing stuff like that. Not to say it's bad, or that people can't have like not so much adversarial relationship with their chat, but kind of make it kind of that kind of feeds into it and plays into what's happening. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't do that all the time.
The strong smell of sewage permeates the air around you.
Hey, stream. Quick question. Divine Inquisition, adding non-repeating crosses as a favorite weapon makes it so that you can use Wisdom and damage with favorite soul? Yes. That is correct. So you use soup and sandwich nostalgia, and I cast was this picture. Oh no, not the bread bowl. Oh man, not a bread bowl. Oh man. I was too young. I was too young when they discontinued that thing. God damn. Pumpkin. Love the wordplay. Thank you. It took me seconds to think about that because they're both good soups and there is wordplay. Hello. I forgot to update the thing. We're going to Waterworks 3. Going to Waterworks 3. Forgot to update LFM. But yeah. Also, you know what's like a pretty good soup? Chicken pot pie. I do like chicken pot pie. It's really good. It's not like technically a soup, but like there's liquid in it. And it's tasty. Yo, this guy's paladining the shit out of these oozes with the club.
In the center of the room, a grate covers a shaft.
Old rotisserie chickens from Costco? Oh, do you never buy those? Yeah, my girlfriend used to buy them all the time. She doesn't buy them as much anymore, but when she does nights, she'll buy them because then she can basically take the chicken and break it down, and she'll do like 3 night shifts in a row where she takes the whole chicken and breaks it down into chicken wraps and then just stashes them away so she can quickly bring them to work or wherever she's going. 3. Second best pies in the world. I do like me a chicken pot pie. It's so good. Oh, Carnage Reaper. Hey, what's up? Dork. He's dead. Is worth the chicken? Yeah, it's not bad. Plus, then you don't have to do the rotisserieing yourself, which is not a lot of work, but it's slightly more than 0 work. So, why would I do it when I could just like buy it at the store? Is rotisserie and buy a couple chickens? Yeah. Better than Costco chicken? They have a restaurant called El Pollo Loco here that sells chickens pre-shredded with tortillas and taco fillings as a meal. It does sound like that if I'm in Arizona, I can find lots of good Mexican restaurants that sell really good chicken. You're right. You know what? You're right. Damn it. It's true. It's here about $9 for one chicken. I actually don't know how much the chicken is because I literally never buy it when I go to the store. So Los Pollos Hermanos, yeah, we gotta get some of Los Pollos Hermanos. It's a good idea. Where's it's dark. Where am I going? Here we go. Yeah, I can't eat lobster because of the shellfish allergy, but if I could eat lobster, oh yeah. $5 buckaroos. Well, that's also, we're not talking Costco. Like I don't have a Costco membership at the moment because we just don't eat enough and we don't have a deep freeze. So a Costco membership seems superfluous. Shellfish allergy? Yeah, I'm allergic to shellfish, dude. I discovered that while I was at this like Cajun restaurant, and it was for like a wedding, and one of the guys goes like, we were looking at like the appetizers, and there's a whole bunch of us. So I was with all the groomsmen. I wasn't actually part of the wedding party, but I was the only guy that was there that wasn't part of the wedding party. So I just got to go and do everything with the wedding party because I just would have had to hang out by myself a lot. It was like a destination wedding sort of deal. Anyway, so we get there, and one of the guys is just like, "Yo, let's get all the shrimp. Just get all the apps, and we'll split them." So man, I ate so much shrimp, and that was a really bad idea. It was really good though. So I'm sad that I can't eat more shrimp. It's unlucky, you know. Economies of scale? Oh yeah, 100%. Lobster and crab. But what about the lobster scrambled eggs?
Cool implements of torture are scattered around this room.
It's a scary way to find out. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I just have to skip. I just have to skip on the shellfish, which makes it really tough because my girlfriend's family is like very, very East Coast, and so like when we traveled there last year, they had to be like, normally we would do like several seafood potlucks, but we can't do that because you're here. And I'm like, don't pin this on me. I didn't do this.
A shamanic-looking kobold shrieks nonsense at you from beside a crude altar to his hateful gods.
Yeah, okay, it's a skill issue. I'm not disagreeing, you're right. Just eat a rotisserie chicken? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But nah, there was nowhere to get like a rotisserie chicken. It was like, they live like, I don't call it middle of nowhere, but small town. So there wasn't like any like big chains or anything like that. So you couldn't just like get rotisserie chicken at the store. You could buy the chicken and rotisserie it yourself. It's like cottage country basically. Yeah. I mean, I cook chicken. I cook chicken all the time. I do, but the way that I do chicken a lot is I usually just do stir fry. I've been getting into doing stir fry a lot more. It's been quite good. Big fan. Nice job. Next is Cerulean Hills stuff. Starting where there's smoke. It's Cerulean Hills time. I have 68 slots, so we're fine. I'm going to grab the Fade Arc Illusionist things first before I forget. So I don't forget about it, because I will. 14, so I get 6 monk. What's the one to Warlock for Arcane Warrior? Are you melee? If you're melee, it's 20 melee power. And 20 melee power is 20 melee power, and it's hard to beat that for a 1-level dip. The only other reason is if you need a trance. You could go Favorite Soul and then pick up the Wisdom Trance, assuming your Wisdom, since you said Blightcaster and Monk. So I assume that you want a Trance. So one Favorite Soul gives you the Wisdom Trance, which is really nice. Monk has Trance? Oh, Monk has Trance. Right. Sorry, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, that's on me. Cook some rigatoni. Yep. Hey, sometimes you gotta feed the machine, right? You gotta be able to feed the machine properly. I actually will find that sometimes I don't notice how hungry I am. So like yesterday, I think it was like probably around like 6 o'clock. My brain started to get a little squirrely. Like I found it difficult to read chat and play game at the same time. And I was just like really out of focus. And it took me a second. And then I was like, I have to eat something. So I like just went and grabbed some food real quick. And all of a sudden it was like night and day. I felt so much better. I was like, oh, there we go. Brain is happy now. We have food. It's like, oh, it's like, why am I having weird reactions? Oh, it's because I'm dying. I'm dying. That's my problem. My body's like eating itself because I'm not eating. Oh, right. I find it's also dependent on the day. Some days I can go like the entire day without eating, and other days I just can't. So like today I have eaten nothing, and I feel perfectly fine. But yesterday, no. I've had a cup of coffee and 2 glasses of water. Ship stress, now X stress. Ah, classic. I'm bulking now. Where are the Pop-Tarts? Well, that's just it, right? You're bulking. What kind of bulking? Horizontal bulking, baby. I'm going to do some retail therapy. And to do retail therapy, I'm going to need to make sure I have a requirement for bigger pants. Yeah, it's in the Henshin Mystic. You tried being less dying? No. I haven't. In and out. Yeah, we don't have In and Out in Canada. Whataburger, it's Texas. No Hardee's or the other one, Carl's Jr.'s. No Dollar General and no Sam's Club. We have Costco though. Of all the things you said, we do have Costco. I'm just gonna share the quest with this person because they're not here yet, and I don't want them to like get bamboozled.
To save Nash's house from the flames.
You have Boston Pizza? True, we do have Boston Pizza. Boston Pizza is like just kind of shitty pub / Italian food. It's a great place to go when you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you also want to be like aware that you didn't spend a lot of money on the food. They also do fish bowls on Thursdays, which is nice. Like Little Caesars? No, higher quality than Little Caesars. Little Caesars isn't a restaurant. You can't sit down at Little Caesars. They at least let you sit down in the place. Like Boston Pizza it's called Boston Pizza, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen anyone get a pizza at Boston Pizza. You go in and you get some pasta, or you get just a regular sandwich or whatever. Like I said, it's just kind of like a mix of like pub and Italian food. No, I don't think Boston Pizza's in the States. I'm pretty sure it's a Canada exclusive. It is started by a Canadian company, or like a Canadian or it is a Canadian business. But I can't I don't think there's any Boston Pizzas in the US. Boston Pizza US. Oh, they do operate in the US. Interesting. Where? There's 40 locations in the US and Mexico. Look at that. There you go. You guys can have Boston Pizza too. I wouldn't go. I don't think they have any in Boston. That's a great question. I wonder if they have Boston Pizza in Boston.
Though not in any condition to receive guests.
Oh, Slambits, here, I'll help you answer this. Currently, I am a 3 Blightcaster, 1 Wild Mage. I hope that helps. But no, so this character build that I'm currently playing, the idea behind it is I played Flameblade before, but then I was like, Flameblade is cool, but what if you can actually use Blightblade? The problem with Blightblade is that if you wanted to get acid immunity bypass, you still have to take Dragonlord, but if you take Dragonlord, you lose cast levels on the Blightblade, so it won't scale with you and it won't be high enough level. So I'm a level 3 Blightcaster, and my Blightblade, you might be like, oh, your cast level on Blightblade should be level 3, but you're going to use the Wild Mage thing that lets you count it as your character level so it can be max level. Maybe. Or what if I said, I'm level 3 Blightcaster, and my level 3 Blightcaster spell is caster level 7? Because we're doing some shenanigans here that I have discovered behind the scenes. Not behind the scenes, literally on camera here. And it's exciting.
Strength and endurance to reach the home of the elders.
It has some curry on it. Yeah, we have a lot of that here in Serbia. Same thing. We have a lot of places like that. There's Yorgos, which is this like Greek restaurant that does pizza and has Greek food and a whole bunch of other stuff. And shit is so good. Pizza's amazing. The only thing about Yorgos is if you ever go there, there's two of them in the city. So they had one and then they franchised out to a second one in the South End. The only problem with Yorgos is that if you eat the food, you cannot have more than 2 slices of the pizza. If you try to go for the 3rd slice, you will lose consciousness. It's so dense and so heavy. It's like you eat the 3rd slice and you're like, I'm going to take a nap, and then you wake up tomorrow. That's how that shit works. That being said, it's good pizza. It's good pizza.
Yet who was it that sent the initiate to plunder this sacred site?
Bonus levels when you get Thornkin. Sounds complicated. It's not as complicated. Okay, so I'll do my best to explain it. So, when designing Blightcaster, they wanted the Thorn spells to be functional on a lot of different builds. So, the Thorn spells are affected by both in the Seasons Herald tree. So Seasons Herald gets like 2 seasons. The Thorn spells are affected by both the summer season and the winter season. So summer and winter both buff Thorn. However, there is a secondary element here that you have to consider, which is that they're not just Thorn spells. The summer also buffs Force spells, and Thorn is categorized as Force. So therefore, Summer gives an extra +1 caster level. So instead of giving +1 caster levels, it gives +2 because it's both Thorn and Force. But we're not done. We then get to the 3rd stage, which is that the spell was copy and pasted from Flameblade, which makes sense. If you've ever worked in programming or pretty much doing anything, it's like you always kind of use existing code and modify from there. It just makes sense to write everything from scratch. Nobody writes code from scratch. That is just silly if you have perfectly good code. When doing the translation, they forgot to take the fire tag off of Blightblade, which means it's Force and Thorn and Fire, getting 3 caster levels from being in Summer. So my level 3 character was able to get +6, or have a level 6 caster level. Interesting. But we go even further. Because remember when I said it's a fire spell? It is a fire spell. So, if I look here, I have Fire Savant, which gives +1 to fire level of fire spells. Wouldn't you know, it's a fire spell. So, it's not actually a fire spell, but again, the copy and paste. So it's currently level 7. I'll pick up another level here, bringing it to level 8. I'll bring up 2 levels here, bringing it to level 10. And then I get it to equal my character level. So all told, my character is going to get +7 on the caster level, which means by the time I'm level 13, I will have an epic weapon. And by the time I am level 23, I will have a legendary weapon.
Before she disappeared, Lily Hargrove returned home in search of something bright and loud. All you see when you enter is an old woman sitting alone by the fire. She doesn't seem to notice.
The only downside is my first 7 levels are Blightcaster 3, Wild Mage 4. So I'm not out here telling you that my character's like insane, but oh, +8 size bonus to strength, 32 strength.
You see signs that some monsters have taken up residence in this musty system.
Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Fond of Vindaloo? Yeah, Vindaloo's good.
Hot air. and find yourself on the back porch.
That's one of the nice things about living in a city is I can get whatever I want whenever I want. Like everything exists. There's always somebody selling the thing that I want somewhere.
Overgrown wasteland, the remains of the family's crop field. You pause, struck by a headache.
With damage type, they're acid damage. Acid damage will affect everything in the entire game, so I don't have to worry about not being able to hit monsters due to acid damage. It's not a problem for me at all. There's only 2 creatures that are immune to acid during the leveling process before I get acid immunity bypass, and they're arcane oozes, and I don't give a shit about arcane oozes because the only arcane oozes that you encounter are 100% avoidable, so I don't even have to change my quest path.
Briar screams as the bird descends
I can just play.
Rosemary and Sage.
Your songs are mine.
And then by the time I get to actual acid immune creatures, I'll have acid immunity bypass, so I don't care. So this could be a better build. It could also be worse.
When the vision fades,
yeah, and Vaughn too. If you have high enough jump, you can ignore the wizard. You can ignore the oozes. And in Wizard of the Lines, you can just run past them.
And now look what you've done. You want my songs? Come and get them.
Blinded and
Come and get
enraged,
them.
the phantom lunges towards you.
All right,
The
thank you.
phantom
Give me the bird.
shrieks,
Give me the
her
bird.
voice echoing
Give me the
through
bird.
clearing and
Give me the
sending a
bird.
sharp
Rosemary's parrot.
pain to your skull. Soon
Yoink.
she dissolves into a thin mist and vanishes.
No,
You
that's
found
it.
Rosemary's songbook, but most of
Because the thing is, I get with this build, the way I've just rearranged it, I now get fire immunity bypass at 11. Has lag been today? Worse than I thought. I've had basically 3 quests that were completable, but kind of like started shitting the bed.
You can finally return to the gatekeepers and leave this cursed place behind you.
No, Winston's probably busy having out of the cage time. So he's probably pretty happy. He's busy.
You've entered the ruined temple by its long abandoned rear entrance. Foxpaw came here to find
I got a
some
curse.
Sort of
I
sacred
cursed myself.
bounty. It's time for you to figure out
The
just what that
bad
was.
wild surges will probably get exhausting after a while, but fortunately I'm not a spellcaster, so I don't cast anything in combat. And I won't be casting heals for very long because I don't really use heals. Will 20 character ransack Death House? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Clay Golems and that Magma Brute Gatekeeper quest?
Air
Yeah, I
grows
just skipped
more
that.
humid as you approach the next chamber.
I did not engage with the Clay Golems. Usually I would. So on the Flame Blade build, I actually did kill the Flame Golems there, which is funny. Or this Clay Golems. Yeah, you can farm at higher level. Just obviously if you're over leveled, you're not gonna get XP, but if you don't care about the XP, then you're only there for the items and don't worry about it. Wild Surge, feeling really lucky. Plus 10 to all attack rolls, saves, and ability scores. 42 charisma. Thanks, game. Hell yeah.
Gears heard inside a temple devoted
You can
to
still get
gods
favor
of
over leveled,
nature.
yeah. It's just XP. Also, you can't enter quests on Reaper mode over leveled. So you can only do elite. It's funny because Patient is also was farming for the Keylock ring and ransacked as well.
Cool, damp air blows up
Blightcaster?
from caverns.
Yes, I am currently a Blightcaster Wild Mage. You know, classic Blightcaster Wild Mage melee build. You know.
You hear the scrape of metal claws on stone coming from the air.
Hear the familiar sound of stone against stone, of metal grinding against stone, of stone grinding, metal grinding against stone, metal grind.
And sparks of electricity jump into the nearby rune-carved stones.
Also Nargonian. True! I gotta get the outfit.
The air grows warm here, where the light streams in from above the stone circle. A single massive apple rests on the ground beside you. It seems to glow with a faint inner light. You found the sacred.
Yeah, we don't have Blood Rager in the game yet. I'll wait till we get Blood Rager.
The gatekeepers and tell them what happened.
An elite Care Bear. Elite Care Bear. Hell yeah. Feywild's really cool. I really like Feywild. Big fan. Used to be my favorite expansion. Until that was supplanted by Isle of Dread over time. And now I'm like, ooh, I really like Chill. So it's tough. I like Chill, I like Isle of Dread, and I like Feywild a lot.
The nearby totems are newly built. The Ghoul tribe...
Get wrecked, losers.
...taken over this riverbed only recently.
The quests are good, the story is good. I actually also like Waylon. Mostly because the XP is really good. The Adventure Zone's kind of ass. I also like the quests, actually. I think Waylon's pretty good. I like Waylon quite a bit. I think if you have a bad experience with Through a Mirror Darkly, that can definitely taint your opinion of Waylon. I like Vecna, the story. I wish Vecna wasn't level 18, or if it was, the quests were like just a tad easier.
Voice barks orders. It must be the Orc commander directing his...
No, not all the Evening Star stuff. There's actually a lot of stuff in Evening Star that's not expansion based, right? Like there's the new Tavern Tale quest that's level 4 that takes place in the King's Forest. So there's a level 4 King's Forest quest, which is kind of neat. Or there's like the Night Brigade, which is also a set of level 4 quests that takes place in Wayloon. So there's some cool stuff. I actually appreciate that they've been doing them. Having the Gatekeeper's Grove just let people teleport whenever they want to the Forgotten Realms instead of having to do Lord of the Dust is really, really good. Tetimar as well.
A crumpled figure lies inside. A captive lies inside.
Well, the other issue too is also just numbers. So like, if they just rescaled XP so that epic levels continue to scale like heroics, the XP in Vecna is actually really good. The problem is it's just really bad compared to epic quests, because epic quests give like double or triple the XP of a regular heroic quest just off the bat. Then it wouldn't be as bad.
The Ghoul tribe's plan to ransom captives taken from the Cerulean Hills has been ended.
All right, housekeeping. You need some more epic quests for leveling. Yes, chains get boring after a while. They do, but the problem with making epic quests is they can't do epic and legendary.
The road continues east into territory.
And so that's why they don't add epic quests, because they're going to add heroic quests because that's the most popular part of the game, and they're going to add legendary quests because that's endgame and people need them. Thunderholm is actually just a quest pack. It's not part of an expansion. Yeah, if you didn't know, right here, there's teleports to Evening Star and Wayloon. You can just teleport whenever you want. I don't mind epic leveling, especially now that there's Epic Catacombs and Delaris that added in a little bit of variety, so I'll throw those in every once in a while. Yeah, legendary or Epic Delaris is like really high XP. So it's not too bad. There's also the White Blue Mountain and other Tales quests that are like level 12 or whatever. Those ones are good. Or not level 12, the 21. So like kind of a big deal. Things like that. I enjoy doing those.
One of the hags.
Yeah, I don't do 3 Broco of Epic. Except for Two-Toed Tobias. I used to do Two-Toed Tobias every time.
Adventurers. I don't remember ordering food.
Another hag responds.
Stop thinking with your
Just trying to get Epic too.
They brought us another
Well,
set
the Lord's
of
March train is
ritual
legendary,
agents.
not epic.
Just what we needed. What luck.
Also, fun fact, Lord's March chain has some of the highest saving throws in DDO.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
The monsters are insanely strong in that question. It basically came out, and the solution was you had to use things that had no save on it, because you had casters who at the time had plus 140 on their DCs, and they couldn't hit monsters with anything.
I'm wasting a word of nothing in this stupid ritual circle.
And I don't think they ever fix it. It's still just like bananas.
Fine, Beatrice, you're just ethereal.
Response.
Their quest store of different quest options. Can't they do that? Probably. Are they going to do that? No. Yeah, and the AC, like the armor class on monsters is just absurd. They basically you have to consider that every boss in Legendary Lord March Plaza is effectively has the stats of a raid boss.
Poor fly stuck in the jam. Welcome to hell, idiots. Grumbles Thel. We screwed up. Bad. Adds Capstone.
I'd like you to meet my family. I know I can count on them to cheer me up when things get tough.
Oh, I can't damage these guys. Oh, that's fun.
Now,
Wisps. Forgot about wisps.
Why would I kill my own family? How could I?
Lily demands, obviously upset.
What is wrong?
Why would I kill my own family? I don't know, lady. You're the one that did it. That's me.
I know that at the end of the day, I can always come home and they'll be there for me. This is my happy place.
Yeah, I need to craft a level 34 Haggle Helm that's like Haggle and Insightful
Would you
Haggle.
like some tea?
Lily asks.
I'll get around to it someday.
Listen,
I've just been lazy.
what your problem is, but
I'm pretty sure you can do Haggle, Insightful Haggle, Insightful Charisma.
nightmare.
I'm not sure.
And please stop beating up my family members.
Enough!
Lily cries out.
Oh, somebody died.
I will not let you destroy the remains of Lily's sanity. You will die here. That's for the best.
Exceptional Haggle. Also a reminder that Haggle has a hard cap of 100. Once you get to 100 Haggle, it stops scaling. So you just need to get to 100 Haggle. It's not too bad. If you're a charisma-based character, 100 Haggle's surprisingly not that bad.
Says Lily.
Why do you feel more real than the rest of us?
If gatekeepers are supposed to keep gates shut, how come they only sent these small fry?
Beatrice
Because
asks.
I'm the big fry. Are they immune to acid?
Response Cadence.
Were you hoping for a bigger serving? Don't worry. This ritual
There it is.
will protect us from gatekeepers scrying for some time. You'll get your
I don't know.
All right, new plan. Beatrice, eat them.
Cadence says.
Eat them all. Let's find out. They are not immune to acid. Sick. Or sneak attack damage. See ya.
What an awful fate to be slain by the likes of you.
Yeah, that force trap is it can be a tough one.
Flops to the ground and turns to dust.
I find that one's always like a fun starter challenge.
I am dead.
Beatrice announces with a distinct lack of enthusiasm as she falls over and scatters into dust.
Taking level 5, getting some level 5 gear, then doing Sacred Elm plus STK.
Agnes collapses groaning.
Where's the sorcerer trainer? I need to become a better sorcerer. Edlin. Hey, what's up, buddy? I need sorcery. Thanks. Oh, he gets to teach me a spell. Now we can take jump. Thanks, boss. Okay, so now we can take charisma. Beautiful. And now we just wait, I think. I don't really have anywhere to spend my points. Oh, my entire group left. I guess it's fine. Oh, gotta reset party. Gotta reset the party. Because if we don't, the game will think we're level 1 and then causes a whole bunch of problems. And I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Let's put on some gear. So, I'm not a spellcaster. Strength and double strike is fine. I'm not a spellcaster, so all this garbage doesn't matter to me. I'm still not a spellcaster, so I don't care about any of this. Oh, is snow scale armor? It is armor. It is ice. So I can wear ice. That's fine. I also have to go get my cosmetic, so I gotta remember to do that. Cool. And then we go here. Oh, what do I want? What do I want? We want Amber Pendant. End of the White Abishai. Man, I don't want any of this garbage. This is all bad. All bad. Okay, Diaper Belt is good. Crown of Leaves is good. Double rings are good. Ring, hat. And where'd my other item go? Diaper Belt. I don't have bracers, I don't have gloves, I don't have a necklace. So Amber Pendant gives me stats I already have, and I don't have DCs. I don't need Dead Ringers, but like I guess it's free mana, and I technically have a cure spell, so like kind of whatever. I don't know. I just don't really need any of these items. I think I might just leave those slots empty so I know to fill them. And like I don't need the bracers. I don't need this. All right. I guess I don't need this. I'm just gonna leave it off. So we're gonna take the gloves, put them back. I'm gonna put this back. I guess I don't need the wisdom helmet, so I'm gonna put that away. Not important. And that's it. That's all we do. I gotta get my cosmetic now. Doesn't even have Fate Twisted Armor. True, I don't have heroic Fate Twisted Armor. What am I thinking? Alright, take care, Blue. Thank you for the well wishes. Winterneck for HP. Meh. I don't need the health. Oh, I'm gonna need the Night Revels keys. I'll also be doing Night Revel key giveaways in the future. So if you are somebody who has extra keys and you don't want them, you can send them to me and I will do the giveaways for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Because it can be tedious to, because if you're like, oh, I want to contribute and give away keys, but I don't know where to go or who to give keys to, I will assist with that process. But there is no Fate Twisted Heroic? There is none, yeah. He was just making a funny. God. Don't you understand jokes and humor? Alright. Ultimate, give me the Lizard Croc outfit. There we go. Do I want the helmet? Probably. Yeah. I'm going Croco Man. I'm joke blind. That's okay, me too. Puts you down instead of lifting you up. Oh, damn. Alright, now we open the up LFM. So now we go to Shan Decor, which is Sacred Helm, and on the way we go. We gotta grab this. Yeah, so now my character looks like this, which I think is like not bad. I have like acid blades. I'm a crocodile. Seems good. I have a tail. Kind of fits the vibe, I feel like. Welcome. Alright, there we go. We're in. Cast this, cast that. Oh yeah, Arcane Spell Failure. It's probably not a big deal. I don't have a way to get rid of Arcane Spell Failure either. I don't really need to, but I also don't have a way to fix it. One of those double-edged problems. Yeah, whatever. I am plus 48 to hit on my big final hits. That is a big number. My DC on trip is 24. It's not amazing, but it's fun. Are any spells you will combat cast? No, there are not. There are no spells that I will be combat casting. This character is a melee. That's not true. I will be casting Greater Color Spray when I get to level 6. I don't know if I'm going to keep Greater Color Spray, but I'm definitely going to use it while I don't have the Dragon Roar, because the Dragon Roar is basically better Greater Color Spray, but I don't have it yet, so we're going to use Greater Color Spray. I'll probably do a couple rearranging for the most part when I'm like as I'm leveling up, but for now, that's the plan. Also, I just love the idea that I'm a 3 druid, 2 sorcerer. It's just a melee charisma build, and I'm dual wielding blades. They look really sick. Yeah. Am I gonna use quick cutter on this build? Yes. I am gonna use quick cutter. It's just my new character where I play every class as a Warforged. Oh, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. My brother's doing that, actually. Well, I say he is doing that. He's taken like a 2-year break from DDO. But like, eventually, he will eventually do all of that. Warforged is his favorite race to play, so he only plays Warforged. So he's going to do class completionist on Warforged, and then he's going to do racial completionist on Artificer, so that way he can turn all his characters into Warforged. Quick cutter only. Oh no. Yo, what's up, Death Drummer? How you doing? How's your day going? Legend Chaos Mancer completionist, play a Legend Chaos Monster. Chaos Mancer is really, really fun. Also, just getting random effects happening to you is pretty cool. I have no way to stop the lightning storm, so I need to make sure I have electric absorb somehow, because I'm always going to take the lightning storm. I can't stop it. Oh, you know, it is what it is, as they say. Buff you with jump. Buff you with jump. I am gigantic, which is not what I want. Oh my god, please. Please jump on this. It's so annoying to jump on this because it's like a thinner point without feather falling. Whee! Alright, see ya. If you didn't know, you can do that to basically skip like half of this quest. You just jump over that little wall and then boom. You're on your way to the end. Wish I had AoE, but I don't. Comes the lag? Not yet. Yo, what's up, Gwen? How you doing? Nice hairdo? Do I have a nice hairdo? I did not take a shower today. So this is just straight bedhead. So if it looks good, that's awesome. Because I didn't do anything. So I'll take it. I actually went to Walmart with this head on. This hair. Good old Walmart. Can you spend the 4 points to turn off Bad Wilds? Crown Chaos for summoning the swords? I guess. But that kind of defeats the purpose, like the spirit of the challenge, you know?
This foul altar reeks with the smell.
Turning off the negative effect? I don't know. It defeats the spirit. It's against the spirit of Wild Mage. Sometimes you just have to die, you know? Yeah, I didn't buy any groceries. Well, I did. I bought I needed an onion. And oh yeah, I bought some Go-Gurt. I forgot about that. I did buy Go-Gurt. Because my character is named Go-Gurt in Pathfinder. And then I was inspired, so I did buy some Go-Gurt. Oh, there it is. There's the lag. You're right. There it is. Oh, failed once. That arcane spell failure might be really annoying. I might swap off the medium armor, but we'll see. SDK now. Now we update this from Shag's Helm to Cloven Jaw Scourge, the blockade. Yep, gotta go. Yes, this build is interesting. Can I say it's good? No, in fact, I'm explicitly telling you with my words it's bad. But if you're interested and you want to play it, there will be a build you can follow to play it.
Kobolds ahead.
I still have to put together the Dragon Lord build. Like actually write it down with some of the things that I learned to improve it. Which I will do in a bit. Oh, there's a Fear Reaper here. I didn't even see it. No. Oh, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. Oh, no. I'm a rat. Oh, the wild magic surges are so funny. Also, as I get higher level, I won't be casting like any spells basically, so I won't have to deal with the surges, but for now, that's actually amazing. Just randomly getting ratified. Daggers Vistani, what's the best options? So your best options are the feat weapon finesse and 2 levels of ranger, or 3 levels of rogue, or Tabaxi. If you want it from just a race, you don't have to do any multi-classing. Tabaxi also gives you dex hit and damage with daggers. Or 3 monk. So those are your options there.
The Wayfinder's last set of markings becomes a bit cryptic. Avoid powering before.
I like how they're like, yeah, it's a bit cryptic. What do you mean it's cryptic? So obvious. Want to use them, although that could be nude showing through. It depends on the action boost, is the answer to that one. So an action boost is what's called a buff. So you press the button, and then for a short time, you get an increase in your damage. So for example, I have a Reaper action boost called Memento Reaper Strike. When I press this button, it gives me a 30% bonus to my double strike. So 30% of the time, I do double the damage. It only lasts for 30 seconds, but dealing effectively 30% more damage for 30 seconds is really good. Let's say you're fighting a boss or a difficult monster. In the low difficulties, it's not going to be doing a lot more damage, or it might not, or sorry, it's not going to be doing a lot more damage. It might not feel as necessary because things might die very quickly, but especially once you get to a slightly higher difficulty setting where monsters don't die quickly and they're much more dangerous. For example, right now I'm playing on Reaper mode. In here, there are monsters called Reapers. A Reaper can kill me in 2 hits, and they don't die in 2 hits when I attack them. They have about 200 hit points, and I do about 30 damage a hit. So I have to hit them many times. So killing them before they kill me becomes very important, and that's where the action boosts come in. Not all action boosts are made equal. And yes, Float, you are wrong, but don't worry about that. Not all action boosts are made equal, and so some of them are better than others, especially ones that kind of scale everything. So for example, action boost melee power will give you 30 melee power, which is a 30% increase in your damage, which is really good. But it's an additive bonus, which means it adds on top of the melee power you already have. If you have 0 melee power, every point of melee power gives you 1% bonus damage. So the action boost will increase your damage by 30%. But let's say you're higher level. If you have 200 melee power, you go from 200 to 230. Or multiplying your damage instead of by 3, you're multiplying by 3.3. It's an increase in damage, but it's actually only a 10% relative increase in damage. So as you get higher level, those types of things start to lose a little bit of value for sure. However, this is where the relevant part comes in, some action boosts don't ever lose their value. And one of those action boosts actually is the best button in the game for DPS. It's right here in Vistani Knife Fighter and several classes, Action Boost Haste. When maxed out for 20 seconds, you get a 30% bonus to your attack speed. Attack speed technically has a max, but it's very difficult to hit, which means if you press that button, every single damaging character in the game gets a 30% damage boost. And it's one of the reasons why every single character that is doing like serious damage at the end game, if you go look through builds on the forums or other locations, you look through any of my builds, you'll notice if you can get action boost to haste, it's going to be in there because it's one of the highest damage things you can do. And if you've never had the chance to actually press action boost haste and see how it feels, it's like night and day. I will be taking action boost haste on this character. You might be wondering why I don't have it. That's just kind of the growing pains of being low level. I'm a low level character. I can't spend all the points and all the things that I want, but as I level up, I will in fact be grabbing it. I just don't have it now. So the answer to your question, action boosts are just temporary buffs. They give you an increase in stats. Some of them are good when you get them, but they kind of lose value later, like anything that gives you a flat amount of bonus, like 30 melee power, 30 spell power, plus 8 attack bonus, things like that. They're good, but they're just, as you get more of those stats, they kind of get lost along the way. And then there's other action boosts, like action boost double strike, or action boost attack speed, or action boost double shot, that do not lose their value because those things multiply everything your character does. Now, the reason why I didn't bring up Action Boost Double Strike in the same vein as Action Boost Attack Speed, and that's because Standing Stone Games is actually very conservative when it comes to giving out attack speed bonuses, so it's very rare for your character to be capped out on attack speed. However, as you get higher levels, there's pretty much an expectation if you're playing a melee character to get 100% Double Strike, so you can have it all the time. So Action Boost Double Strike while leveling is an insane damage bonus. But, for example, my Paladin that I have at level cap has a 100% double strike chance just standing in town. So Action Boost Double Strike actually doesn't affect my character at all. So I don't actually take it on that character, as an example. But Action Boost Haste is insane and very, very good. Why the Sork Eldritch Knight? Okay, so I'm going to explain answering all the questions. Is orb bashing a thing? No, orb bashing is not a thing. You can physically orb bash, to answer your question, Fanged Monia. You can physically orb bash, but you don't need to at all. Because, can I change this? Is there a setting here for this? Oh, I can. Oh, beautiful. So you asked that question an hour ago. I don't know if you're still here, but anyway, apologies for missing your question. Orb bashing is still a thing. Or is not a thing, and the main reason it's not a thing is specifically because orbs use intelligence to hit and charisma to damage, and so to get charisma to hit and damage or intelligence to hit and damage, you have to do some weird multi-classing from other sources. But most importantly, if you have a plus 15 orb, it doesn't actually add to the damage of the orb. It's still a plus 0 weapon, which means it's actually just hard to scale the damage on it, because losing out on plus 15 damage per strike is actually really significant. So it's pretty rough. It's actually more damage than you would get from a whole deadly item, and so you can't really do orb bashing. You can do it as a meme build if you want, but as far as like taking it to the end game, you can't really do that much. And what are these swords? So these swords are summoned weapons from Blightcaster. So Blightcaster, druids get Flameblade spell, where they can summon swords. Blightcasters get Thornblade, where they can summon Thorn swords. So these are the summoned swords. They use wisdom to hit and damage by default, although I have converted mine to charisma using Fade Arc Illusionist. And the reason why I'm multi-classing with Wild Mage is so that way I can adjust the caster level of my blades, because the last character I played was a dual-wield Flame Blade build that used the Druid Past Life to be able to get access to the spell using my character level as a caster level bonus. Here, if I want to get higher level Thorn Blades, I will actually have to like properly take druid levels, but I don't want to do that. I want to be a dragon lord. So there's some weird shenanigans we're doing where I found ways to increase the caster level of the spell, either by being in summer, which gives me plus 3 caster levels, which it's not supposed to do, by using Fire Savant, which gives plus caster levels, which it's not supposed to do, as well as Wild Mage to give me increased caster levels. So by the time my character's level 7, the game will actually think, actually probably around level 8, by the time I'm like around level 7, 8, I, in theory, would have a level 3 blade, but instead, the game is going to give me, I think, a level 15 blade, which is way higher level, so it does a lot more damage. But yeah, I'm a wild mage, so I don't get access to Eldritch Knight. Instead, I get access to the wild mage tree, which lets me use an effect later on, so I can use my character level as my caster level instead of the level of my class. So instead of being a 3 druid, when I get that effect, I will be counting that fully into fully from sorcerer, or fully as my character level. Shield bashing enhancement on it. Yeah, I complained to SSG about that one. It's a really cool item that looks interesting, but they need to fix it so it has shield stats. Right now, the orb is +0, so that one's called the Core of the War Machine. So Core of the War Machine DDO. So the problem with this item, if you look at it, is that even though it is a +15 item, it's not +15, it's +15 orb bonus, which means it's actually +0, so it doesn't work. On top of that, it doesn't have shield stats. Shields are 19 to 20 times 3, and this orb is 19, 20 times 2, so basically it can't really be used as a weapon. Cool concept, but unless they patch the orb, it's not going to work. And I wanted them to patch the orb like when Vecna came out, so I don't see the orb getting patched anytime soon. Oh, I slowed myself. That sucks. Wild mage. They're selling almost instantly if you undercut by 1 shard to appear near the top of the searches. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying it's so much worse than using a regular shield that it's not worth doing it. But, hey, I'm playing this build. So I can't get on anybody's case and be like, but you guys shouldn't play bad characters. Like, I'm playing bad characters. Single weapon fighter paladin probably won't be able to hit anything, unfortunately, because the hit chance is based off of your intelligence. So you'd have to have intelligence with single weapon fighter paladin to orb bash. And I don't think a lot of paladins are stacking intelligence since they can just get access to divine might. But you play more in game than me, so that may be different.
Soon we use it to bargain with Bergthram.
12 Dragonlord. Is it in pay? Like, does it have, like, I just don't know how you get the int scaling. That's the thing. And no, floats on Thrain. Floats on Trana. Floats floating around on Thrain, hanging around. But yes, oh, things that are good in the Tabaxi racial tree. Sorry, I didn't answer your question. The cores are all obviously very good in the Tabaxi tree, especially if you're a dex build. On top of that, you get sneak attack damage, so it's pretty easy to get up there because it's 7 points in the cores, plus dexterity to hit, plus sneak attack damage, plus dexterity to damage. You can just go like and just jump your way up. Oh, and the move speed. Maxing out the move speed is so good. Because basically it just means when you load into a quest, when you open a door, when you pull a lever. Jump. 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 Don't firestorm me, bro. Whee. Oh, sick. The whole person on the ladder. But I got held in the right spot. Woo. Okay, we're good. Hang out and train. Lots of people do. It's what we all do, man. It's what we all do. Alright. And now... I'm gonna disable this. Also, some of you might be wondering how come I'm not using the wolf form from Blightcaster. And I did think about this. There's actually two reasons why I'm not using the wolf form in Blightcaster. The first is that I need to be able to show off the cool blades, and you can't see them if I'm in animal form. Like, that's the whole point, is to be like, yo, look at my cool blade build. So if I'm in animal form, you literally can't see it. So that's problem number one. But then problem number two is that the Blight Wolf is actually broken. So Plague Wolf, which is the first form, is supposed to have a -2 to intelligence and charisma while in animal form. And I am a charisma based build, but -2 is like a manageable thing. The problem is it's -2 while in animal form is not correct. It's actually -4 charisma due to a bug. And -4 charisma is way more than -2, and so I just don't want to do that. Also, I got rooting for you, so I can't move. Thank you, game. But yeah. Oh, man. This is an interesting build. I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't think it's going to feel better than the Flameblade build, but it might, just because of how less frequently you have to bypass immunities. And given the fact you still can. Hotbar 6. Keybind 7. I like that you can, like, pinpoint it. Like we're playing Battleship. This is the Imbue Blood Hunt that Tieflings get. I don't get a proper imbue I can use until I take Dragonlord, and I'm not taking Dragonlord till level 8, so it's gonna be a while to get before I get an imbue. Yeah. Master Sword Barbarian, eh? Now, the unfortunate part about this character is there is no epic version you can use. There's no epic Blight Blade. Maybe they will make an epic Blight Blade if I make my video. They might be like, oh shit, we gotta do something, but we'll see. All right, and now we leave group. So I need color spray when I level up, and other than that, we're fine. Acid Swords and Dwarven Axes when? Yeah, give us like Barbarian Titan Gripper or something. Oh my god. Whoa. You do get a Blightcaster Imbue at 3, but at 2 actually. However, the Blightcaster Imbue specifically states only while in animal form. Or hive form. Hive form also counts. Now I have devastating news for you guys. As much as I would love to keep showcasing my sick, cool build, I'm actually done for the day because I have some stuff to do because it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, so I gotta prep some things and get some things ready. So I'm just out of time. So in fact, we'll be back next week with some more stuff. However, you won't be missing out on StrimTom content. If you didn't see it today, I posted Beginner Basics Paladin this morning on the YouTube channel. So there's Beginner Basics Paladin. Tomorrow, you'll be getting a Dragon Lord, or not Dragon Lord, a Dragon Disciple video where I go over my thoughts about Dragon Disciple, how good it is, what you can do with it, as well as providing you with a build so you can follow through if you're interested in checking that out. So that will be tomorrow's video. You'll be getting another Beginner Basics on a Monday, and then on Tuesday, you'll be getting the Flame Blade build video as well. So it's going to be a lot of builds, kind of like rapid fire. And if I get any footage with my Paladin doing some R10s, I can also post the Paladin video as well, which will be exciting. But I just haven't got anything about that. But yeah, hope you guys have had a good time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy yourself. Have yourselves a good weekend. If I do stream it all this weekend, it'll be me streaming more Pathfinder because I fucking love that video game. But again, I'm going to be spending a lot of time traveling around doing family stuff, so I will be busy. But again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Sorry for the shorter stream today, but it's a shorter stream today, so it is what it is. So we're gonna raid Deathy because he's raided me and I haven't raided him. So we're gonna be raiding Deathy because he usually finishes streaming before I finish streaming. So we're just gonna share the love because again, I almost never get to do that. So wish him well, and I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And thank you. I'll have a nice Canadian Thanksgiving over here. And thank you for the kind words, SRB. I appreciate it. Whee! Now we do this. Got the raid. No longer streaming on Twitch. And we're good. You can hear him.
Hey, Strim, thanks for the raid.
Yo.
Welcome in, raiders. Hope you're all doing well. Much love to you. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good stream.
Just spam the chat.
Much love to you.
I got him with the pipes.
Doing some druid leveling. Welcome in, everybody.
What? What do you mean there's no
welcome
emotes?
in.
What the hell? Oh yeah, there's lots of emotes.
Where's my D-door?
Spam the emotes. Hit him with the pipes.
Hey, what's going on, Officer Skeleton? And
I gotta get a cardboard cutout. I have a really high quality image of that
Shrimmy.
pipe, so I gotta do
Hope you
that.
had a great stream. Welcome in, raiders.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I should definitely get the
well
pipe.
today, and happy Friday. Hope you're having a great start to your weekends.
Bam. There we go. Look at that.
Your GD is out and around the corner.
Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I turned off YouTube chat. So YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Sorry I didn't read your messages as much. I kept like having to Google stuff, and unfortunately YouTube doesn't have a lot of good options for managing chat, which is like really dumb and annoying and dumb. So someday there will be like a better thing. I wish there was like for managing on Twitch, I use Chatterino, which is a program that lets me like I can instantly see people's chat history, which is nice. Like I just click their name and it shows all their chat history if I need to review a message. It lets me preview links, so I can mouse over the link and it tells me like what the video is or what the picture is. Like I don't have to actually click a link to dive into what the physical thing is. I can just mouse over it, so I can immediately identify if like something's been posted in the chat, which is one of the reasons why I don't ban links in the chat, stuff like that. But like on YouTube, I can't do any of those things, which is really annoying. The YouTube chat feature is kind of annoying, so I apologize that sometimes I miss out on the YouTube chat. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. For all my Canadians out there, enjoy your Canadian Thanksgiving, and I will see you all soon. And if you need more Shrimp Tom, there's a video on the main channel, so hopefully that is enough. If it's not, I don't know.